me going, oh my God, I feel so dumb doing that. How are you guys doing today? It's a little chilly here. I look so pale. I look even more pale. And this eyebrow, I hate this eyebrow because I have a scar right here and I feel like this eyebrow just doesn't cooperate. Like they're similar, it's just this one just doesn't want to get all the way there. It's there, but it's not all the way there. This eyebrow is not browing. The brow is negative browing. How are you guys doing? Hi, Anna Guadalupe. Hey, Cheaty. Hi, Sherry. I haven't seen you in forever. I have not seen you in forever. Hello. Hi, Joanna. I'm just saying hello. If you guys are in here, say hi so I know you're here. And then I'll be like, hello. Oh, man. Oh, my back feels so so stiff today. I had a bonfire at my house. Hi, Cindy. And hi, Michelle. I know. I agree. It's been very crazy the last few years. I had a bonfire tonight, and if you guys have never had a hot dog, if you've never had a wiener cooked over a flame, like not on the grill, but like a wiener cooked over like, like a fire pit, it is so good. I love a good wiener. um so we had hot dogs. I had a chili to go over hot dogs, make chili dogs, and then I had some diced up raw onion, some relish. Like I'll listen, if I'm gonna do a hot dog, I'm gonna load it up. Like I want the whole thing. I want the whole dog. You know what I mean? Yes, not just a hot dog, but okay. To me, a hot dog is like small, and a wiener. Oh my god, a wiener is like a full. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm just gonna. I mean, I'm not monetized, but I'm gonna get in trouble. A hot dog is small to me, but a wiener is like a full size, like big wiener. Like a Costco dog to me would be like a big wiener. Yes, a Costco wiener. Exactly, like a Costco wiener, like a big, fat, juicy wiener. Oh my god, y'all are gonna get me in trouble. What did you guys have for dinner? I need some more recipes in my rotation. I feel like I need to I want to cook some things I haven't made like in a long time or haven't really made ever. Oh, I have a question. I have a question. Very big question. If you've ever had lamb, what is lamb like? I never had lamb. Like my family, we didn't grow up eating lamb. You know what I mean? Like we were poor, so we didn't grow up eating lamb. We grew up eating hot dogs. So what does lamb taste like? Because my boyfriend and I were watching a show, and it's like a barbecue kind of like show. And in the barbecue show, they were making like barbecue or whatever, but this one guy was making lamb and he barbecued it. And I was like, okay. To me, lamb kind of looks like it would taste like pork or chicken. More like pork. More like pork. I would say like it looks more like pork. You had tacos. I love tacos. Did you have Hispanic tacos? Like you have Mexican tacos? Or did you have white people tacos? People knock on white people tacos. White people tacos are not bad. My mom, being Mexican, we had both. You had lamb once. It was the best. What does it taste like? Like what could you compare lamb to? I would say like, kind of like beef, but maybe kind of get. Oh, it looks like it's more like beef. It looked more like lighter cut, maybe because how he grilled it or smoked it. It'll tend to get more of like a gray pink. So that's why I was assuming more like pork. But lamb is good. People rave about lamb, and I've never bought lamb before. I mean, I'm sure I could cook it, but mm-mm. I need to know how to make Mexican tacos. I Love Mexican tacos. You have the Mexican ones? All right, okay, okay. You know what I need? I need a new Kamal or Kamal. My Spanish is horrible. I can't say it, but I need a new one because the one that I had, the handle broke. I had that thing for years. I wore the dust off of that thing, and it just the handle one day I could feel it getting a little loose when I was washing it by hand because I always wash my pots and pans by hand. And so I was washing it by hand and I felt like the handle got like a little loose. So I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. And I figured once it was going to dry up, I could take a little screwdriver or something and tighten it, right? And when I went to go take it out of my drying rack, it just came right off and I lost the screw out of it, so I had to toss it. A Kamal is kind of like a very flat. Let me show a picture. It's like most of the time it's circular. Sometimes it can be square, but most of the time it's circular, and it's for you to really like cook and cook corn tortillas or flour tortillas on. I'll show you what it looks like. If you look it up on Amazon, you'll see them there. Let me show you. This is like this is like a Kamal right here. Like anything like these, how they're like, I'll show you guys too in a minute. Anything like these, how they're like flat like this and they're round. Most of the time they're flat and round. See, it's kind of I guess it's like a round griddle technically. Oh, if you guys want to see the Kamal, what we were talking about, is you cook tortillas on it. So it's just like a really flat circular griddle. I'm doing good, Lori. How are you? Ground beef plus toppings. Yes, it pretty much. What do you season Mexican tacos with? I mean, if you really want to get real Mexican, you're gonna cook. You're gonna take chilies and peppers, and you're gonna take the top off, cut them in half, de-seed them. Unless you want a little bit of spice, you can leave the seeds in there, and you want to like roast them or cook them. Sometimes people boil them, and then they blend them up with water and different seasonings and stuff like that. If you want to message me, I can give you some recipes. Hello, new here from Boston, Massachusetts. Well, welcome, 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 foolish mortals, to the haunted mansion. That's one of my favorite things at Disney. I miss Disney so much. Chorizo vegetable soup. Oh, I love chorizo. I love chorizo. I love to make well, I love to cook in general, but I like to make breakfast burritos. Oh yeah, cumin, ground salt, pepper. You could put I always put like a little bit of bouillon in mine, like the chicken bouillon. You can use sazon if you have sofrito or like some frozen sofrito or racaito. It just depends like what you have, but um yeah, girl, message me if you want some recipes. I'll help you out. I love to cook. You know what's funny is that like my friends that like go live on like Facebook, especially, a lot of them do like cooking lives and they're always like making something. And I cook all the time. Like, but when I cook, it's more of like I like to grill. I like to use my smoker. I like to do Mexican food. I like to do pasta dishes. I like to do all sorts of things, but I never think to like film it or go live during. It's kind of weird, but I'm okay. I'm finally getting over this bad cold. Oh my gosh. I I got sick so many times this year. I'm telling you, I've been sick more this year than I have literally like my whole entire life. So anytime someone's like, I had a cold, I'm like, no, I feel so bad because I've had like 20. Yeah, a traditional kamal is like thick and round and a heavy like griddle. It's really, really, really good for doing any type of like tortillas. What kind of pasta dishes do I like? Or do I like to cook? Well, I love spaghetti. I'm really good, really, really, really good with spaghetti because it's one of my favorites. I love Alfredo. I've made so many. macaroni and cheeses from scratch. Um, baked ziti. I mean, you name it, I could pretty much make it, or I have made it. Cook for you guys? Oh, I don't know. I feel so like weird. You know, I like cast iron. Like, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, because majority of us here, we're probably all women, right? We're all cookers, or for the most part. I like cast iron. I'm old school. I do enjoy cast iron, but I don't like to cook with it because I feel like it's just so temperamental to deal with. I feel like it's like such a pain in the ass to have to reseason the cleaning process and stuff like that. Like, I don't want to do all that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do all that shit. You know what I want to get into though? I want to get into baking bread. I do. I Oh man, I am on TikTok all the time. I see the focaccia recipes. I see the sourdoughs and all kinds of stuff. I want to make bread. I do. I want to make some fucking bread. I want to make some focaccia bread where it has like roasted uh onions and sage and rosemary and olives and just like garlic pieces, like fresh, really good ground up, just ground up, minced up garlic. I'm starting to get hungry again. You will do great. It ain't any weirder than you talking to spirits. No, that's so true. You know what's so funny? Like, I don't care about being judged. I really don't. Um, but like on the second hand, or not second hand, on the second side of it, I'm like, oh my God, don't judge me. I swear I'm normal. Okay. I want to talk to you guys and get some ideas from you guys. Oh, and I have some announcements to make. I have some announcements to make. So, if you guys haven't yet, please hit the like button. Please share. Make sure your notifications are on. All that kind of good stuff. I want to do some readings tonight, so we're going to get into those. If you guys want to sign up for readings tonight, um, we're going to do that, and I'll put like I'll go over all that kind of stuff. But I have a couple announcements to make. Announcement number uno, for my non-Spanish speaking friends, that is one. My first announcement that I want to make is, I know you're not judging. I know, it's okay. Is that I added another reading option to my booking calendar. And this reading option is an even cheaper reading option. So now I have 4 reading options. I have a 15-minute just pulling cards and just, if you want to ask me questions, all that kind of stuff. And then I now have made a 20-minute mediumship reading. If you guys want a quick connection, 20 minutes would be a good amount of time if you want to do a quick connection and then you want to quickly pull some cards. It's kind of like an express, I guess, mediumship and card reading. So I have now added a 20-minute option that's even cheaper for you guys. I still do have the 30-minute and the 45-minute option. As far as I wanted to talk to you guys, I have a few ideas. The 20-minute option, I believe, is 115. I'm not sure. You have to look. Double check. I literally made it like days and days and days ago, and y'all know my memory is just so. Oh yes, focaccia bread. I want to stick my fingers in the focaccia bread. I want to make some rolls. It is 115. Okay, thank you, Cheaty. I appreciate it. Cheaty knows more than I do. So there is an even cheaper now mediumship reading version. If I could have made it any shorter, I would have, but I think that 20 minutes is really like a good amount of time. A good amount of time. Thank you, Guadalupe. So make sure if you guys want to do those are there for you to book if you would like to. One thing I want to do is I do want to come up with some Black Friday price. Don't buy it yet, Guadalupe. Don't buy it yet. Don't book your reading yet. Don't book it yet because I am going to change for some Black Friday pricing. So don't do it yet. I don't want you to pay full price and then the next day I'm doing it way cheaper. Okay. So I am going to do some Black Friday reading prices on my I got your back, girl. I am going to do some Black Friday reading prices. A lot of people have asked me and messaged me if they could purchase readings as gifts. Absolutely, yes, you can purchase a reading as a gift. What I would do if you want to purchase a reading as a gift is when you go to book it, okay, you can put in that other person's information if you want to, or you don't have to if you don't want to let them know right away. You could, because on the Black Friday, I'm going to have some good prices. So, and I'm going to start the Black Friday sale very, very, very soon. I'm thinking of starting it maybe tomorrow and letting it run for like a week, week and a half. That way, like, you know, if you get paid next week, you can get it next week. If you get paid this week, you can get it this week. So I want to have like enough run time where, you know, if you get you know, I understand a lot of us live paycheck to paycheck and stuff like that, so I totally get it. Vanessa, do you do international readings? I have an aunt in Mexico that only speaks Spanish and wants a reading. We could do it over Zoom, and if you want to join to interpret for her, that's perfectly fine. If you do it, just book a longer reading. At least try to book if you can only afford to book like the 20 or 30, I get it. If you can afford to book the 45-minute, try to do that, because the interpreting back and forth takes some time, and it's going to take some time away from the reading. So that's my only thing. My only advice would be to do that. When we do the Zoom call, I can share the Zoom link with you, and then you can just help me interpret. But I do readings for international people all the time. Vanessa, for international clients, does Zoom call? Yes. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I'm glad you guys asked. If it's international, that's perfectly fine. I've done that a dozen times. Just when you go to book your reading, you can either book a phone call or a Zoom call. And if you guys do that, or if you guys are international, make sure you guys book the Zoom call. What was I going to say? Okay, so there's going to be some Black Friday pricing. I'll probably just go ahead and start that tomorrow. No, you're okay. I was actually replying to someone on the Facebook side, so you're okay. And I don't mind repeating myself. Y'all know I don't care. And then, okay, let me go back to what I was saying. If you guys purchase a reading as a gift, that's perfectly fine. You guys can put your email, but book it as a Zoom, and like put the appointments, you can book them like 3 months out, and you can always change your appointments when you book them with that booking link. So if you want to book you're so welcome, Rosie. Yep, you can message me, please feel free. If you book a reading as a gift, what I would do is I would put in your email, and then the day and the time I would book, unless you know their schedule 100%, I would book it just in advance. Put it for January. I think you could book for January right now. Put it for sometime in January, and then when you tell them Christmas time, like, hey, I booked this reading for you, you can always go and change it. You can always go and change it. If you have an issue trying to change it, message me. But people ask me about how to book readings as gifts all the time, and that's what I would do. Just put it under your email so you get the information, right? You can even print it out or write it out and put it in a little box or a t-shirt box and give it as a physical gift and let them, whatever you want to do. Put it in an envelope, it don't matter. So tomorrow I'm going to start some Black Friday pricing. Okay, there's that. And then a couple other things I want to talk about. Let me get a show of hands. If you guys would put a heart in the chat, if you guys would be interested in a waffle, doing a waffle for a reading. Put a heart in the chat if you guys would be interested in doing a waffle for a reading. Because I did one not too long ago. I did one last year, and I think it went really, 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 really good. A waffle for a reading. Let me think of the best way to say it. You pay a very small amount of doll hairs um, in a chance to win from a drawing. I'll literally just write your name out. I put everyone's name in a bowl. I'll write it out. However many entry waffle for the waffles that you just like last year. Yep. For the doll hairs. Okay. So a lot of people are interested in that. And then also, if you are unable to contribute doll hairs, or you want to do the doll hairs for the waffle, in addition to that, I am also going to offer to give something away for free to do a small 15-minute reading. And that's going to be when you guys share. I'm going to pick someone very random. I'm going to pick someone out of shares, but we're going to do it a little bit different. So what I want to do is not on this post, but what I'm going to do is starting next week, on, I guess let's do it starting Sunday. Okay. Cause I want to let people know for a few days before we start. So starting on Sunday, every time I go live, I'm going to write down every person's name that shares the live. You're going to get 1 point for that. You're going to get 1 entry for that. If you can bring someone, if you can share the live and you have, or you text it to a friend or you share it to a friend and was like, hey, Holly brought me here, or I'm here for Holly, I'm going to give you 2 entries and I'm going to keep it all written down. I'm going to get my notepad. Where is my notepad? I think it's in my, I think it's, oh, I know where it is. I know where it is. It should be in here. Where is my notepad? Oh, I do know where it is. Okay, I do know where it is. I move it around so much. And then that's going to go toward those entries for shares. That way it's free. That way there's, if you don't have the doll hairs, I get it. Don't feel bad. Don't put yourself in a bind. You know what I mean? So if you don't have the doll hairs, this is also a free option. This is not part of the waffle. This is separate from the waffle. Okay. But this is going to be for a different reading. The shares reading is going to be for a 20-minute mediumship and tarot card reading. It's going to be for the 20-minute reading. That's going to be the one that starts on Sunday for the shares and all that kind of stuff. The waffle is going to be for a 45-minute mediumship reading. Any questions, comments, concerns, ideas? I'm open to ideas. I want to do some fun things. You know what I mean? Like I want to do some fun things. You know what I'm saying? Questions, concerns, ideas. Please do not feel bad for asking me a million questions. It does not bother me whatsoever, not one bit. I promise I'm super patient about it. I feel like I just went over a lot of information. Oh my God, my camera isn't focusing again. Good Lord in heaven. I swear, if this damn camera. Hi, Tanya. How's your son doing? How's Sean? The last I talked to you, he had, what was it? Was it another infection? Girl, I can't remember, but I remember something. I remember something was wrong. My friend Tanya over here, because I'm looking over here on YouTube, my friend Tanya over here, she has just been going through it, y'all. So just keep Tanya, good vibes and prayers for Tanya, because Tanya goes through it. Okay, sounds like a good idea. Okay, and then for tonight, for the readings for tonight, before you guys send any doll hairs or anything like that, let me get it out real quick. Huh, that's what she said. Okay, so we are going to do tonight. Are these the ones I want? Okay. So for tonight, Hi, Lou. How are you doing? Um, yes, you can send me a DM if you want to ask me about. Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. Okay, okay. And you know what? This camera is so expensive too. It's a Logitech camera. Now, granted, I got it like maybe 2 or 3 years ago now. Probably no, I would say 2 years ago. I'd say I got it about 2 years ago at least. And it's a Logitech camera, and I think I paid $199 for it. And it's supposed to be very good quality. I don't know why. It could be something in my background because over here on YouTube, they kind of see like a little bit more. I need to put it all together, and I am working on that still. But for some reason, the camera just goes like out of focus, and I don't know why. It's so annoying. How can you gift a reading? To gift a reading, what I would do is don't do it yet. Tomorrow, I'm going to do some Black Friday pricing. Okay, so don't do it yet. Um, oh, you know what? I'll just fix it tonight and it'll be ready for tomorrow. I'll do some Black Friday pricing tonight after our live and then it'll be ready for tomorrow. Um, the best way to do a gift reading is to book when you book the reading, put your email in there and set it up as a Zoom call. Or if they can't do Zoom and it needs to be a phone, put the phone number in there. Yeah, Mercury retrograde. Put the phone number in there, but put your email information in there. That way you get the booking confirmation. And when you do their appointment, unless you truly know their schedule, like if it's your mom and you know that mom's always home, vegging out on the couch every Friday or every Thursday or something like that. Just when you book it, book a date and a time that's in like January because you can always change the booking date and time through your booking link that gets emailed to you. And that way too, you don't have to tell them until after the holidays. It's already booked. Um, your appointment never expires like that. Like it doesn't go anywhere. Hi, thank you for the private reading the other day. You're so welcome, Brittany. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Um, what was I going to say? Brittany, I talked to you about your niece, right? I think. I want to make sure I'm not getting you confused with something else. Yeah, the first holiday season. Oh my gosh, this camera. This camera's going to drive me up the freaking wall. The first holiday season without your parents or without someone when you lose someone is always very, very, very hard. Um, my mom's been gone now for 12 and a half years. Um, it gets easier, it gets more tolerable. I think from my experience from talking with the dead so much that I've just come to see that majority of the time they're very rested and they're very just like okay where they are. They do watch us. They are still part of our lives. They do still come visit us and stuff like that, even though majority of people won't see that or feel it or notice it. It does happen. You can still talk to them. Um, Death hurts, loss hurts, and I'm not negating from that whatsoever, but I have learned that it just gives me a different understanding of it, I guess. Like it gives me a sense of soothing with it, and it gives me a sense of relief, I guess, to know that they're okay still. And I think that that kind of like gives me a different perspective from it. It is really, really hard, Tanya. I'm not going to lie. But you know what, though? And this is what I tell everybody that is suffering and dealing with loss. Okay. So, since majority of us in here are mothers, Tanya, you're a mom, so you know where I'm going to come from with this. God forbid, I don't even want to say it out loud, but God forbid something happened to any one of us moms, right? When we lose our parents or whatever, right? But this is just a broad example. If you lose God forbid if something happened to us moms, right? And our children lost us. Would you want to look down and see your child hurting and wallowing and just being in pain all the time and just not progressing in life and stuff like that? Or do we want to see them thrive? Do we want to see them live? Do we want to see them live for us, live through us? They are our children, are our legacy. You know what I mean? And I tell people that all the time because that's exactly how they feel about us here. Like my mom, oh my God, like when I lost my mom, my son was right under 6 months old, like few days before he turned 6 months old. And there were so many times where I wanted to crumble. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, I had horrendous postpartum depression. It could have been worse, but I had very bad postpartum depression. And then losing my mom on top of that made it like worse. You know what I mean? So there's so many times where like I feel like Mason like truly saved my life because I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have him to care for in that moment. And I could hear my mom's voice in my head saying, you know, you better take care of our baby. You better take care of our baby. Because when I had Mason, it wasn't my baby. That was our baby. And my mom used to always laugh and she's like, oh, how's our baby? And she's, I'm sorry, it's your baby. I said, no, mom, it's our baby. It's okay. This is our baby. I'm your baby. And this is my baby. So if you carried me and I carried him, somewhere in the equilibrium math, E equals MC square, 3.4 is pi, the math is mathing where that baby is my mom's baby. It has her DNA, right? That's my mom's baby, and it's my fucking mom. So if my mom wants my child to be her baby, damn it, that's my mama's baby. So I think of it that way, like all the time that I had her voice in my head, and my mom wants to see me live. My mom wants to see me thrive. My mom wants to see me succeed and be a good mom and grow and be a grandma one day. I have my grandma name. If anyone's curious, I think I've said it before. My grandma name. Don't be stealing my grandma name, but my grandma name's gonna be Sassy. So, uh, but that's what I'm saying. Like when my lesson to you guys would be, or my advice, not lesson, my advice to you guys would be, remember that next time you feel down in the dumps about, you know, I'm having Christmas without them and this sucks and blah blah blah, or this is my birthday without them, blah blah blah, this sucks. They don't want that. They want you to thrive. My mom would never want to look down at me going, oh, fuck, this sucks that I don't have my mom here, you know, for Chris. And I'm not making fun of you or beating you up, Tanya. I'm just using this as an example because my mom passed. But my mom would never want me to like sit there and wallow. She'd want me to have a good time for her down here. She'd want me to have a good time so my son had a good time. So the rest of my extended family and my friends had a good time. My mom would want me to still be the mom that makes the cookies and makes the stockings and buys the gifts and wraps everybody's stuff. And I'm that mom. I'm the mom that feeds everyone. I know, or I'm sorry, I'm reading your thing. I know that you know. I just wanted to make it clear. I didn't want it to sound like I was beating up on you or anything. Hi, Tina. But yeah, they want they want to be able to look down and see us happy, see us thriving, see us persevering through the loss, through the pain, through the hurt. They want to be able to look down and see something that'll put a smile on their face, not something that's going to make them sad, you know. And I know that that's hard for a lot of us down here sometimes. I know that that's a big ask sometimes, and that doesn't mean that you can't feel your feelings and feel your emotions. That just means that feel it for a minute, but then remember that they want us to thrive. They want us to live. They want us to still give the world to our children and ourselves and stuff like that, if that makes sense. Okay. All right. So for the readings for tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to follow the messages of positivity today. Okay. Everyone needs some positivity today. I'm drinking some unsweetened Lipton tea in my cup. It is very good. So following positivity, we're going to do some readings. Excuse me, tonight. Okay, I will put the payment things in the chat Okay. So before I do that, let me just go over it real quick. It is going to be, I'm going to pull cards from each box that you guys would like. It is 5 doll hairs a box, and they're just spirit messages, messages from the universe, messages that you need to think about moving forward in the next few months of your life. It's just spirit messages. Okay. I'll pull 3 cards. It is 5 doll hairs a box. Okay. We have a moonology box. We have messages from heaven, and we have the starry box. Well, I have it upside. It's the starry beginning. So it's just star. So we have moon, we have heaven, and we have star. Okay. If you want, if you want all 3 boxes, for example, you would send 15 doll hairs to the payment options that will be pinned in a moment. It would be 15 doll hairs, and you would get a box from all 3. So you wouldn't have to tell me what box you want read. But if you only want 1 box and you send 5 doll hairs, in the description, when you send your doll hairs, I need you to tell me either moon, heaven, or stars. Okay, you got moon, heaven, or stars. Okay. But again, like if you send me 10, I need to know which 2 boxes you would like. If you send me 5, I need to know which 1 box you'd like. And if you send 15 because you want all 3 boxes, messages from all 3, then of course I just know that you want, from all 3. Okay. I do read from, let me minimize this real quick if I can. I do tend to read from my PayPal list first. That is one thing I will say. I do tend to read from my PayPal list first. Let me get the stuff for the doll hairs out there. Also in the doll hairs link is going to be the calendar link. So if you want to take a look at the booking, I will answer that question for you in just a moment, Lisa. If you want to take a look at the booking calendar as well, just know that tonight I'm going to change over to Black Friday pricing. Don't book it tonight and pay full price, okay? I'm telling you this from, I don't want to call it the detriment of my own pockets. I don't mean it like that. But listen, if we can save money, we're going to save money, okay? That's what we're going to do. In this economy, we're going to save money. You don't have to do PayPal. There is PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App available. Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App available. I just tend to read from my PayPal list first because I have to refresh the page frequently. Okay, let me put it over here on YouTube. Thank you so much, Chidi. You are the best. You're simply the best. I could continue singing you the rest of the song. You guys might not like it, but I could, is what I'm saying. Okay. Vanessa, I have one question. If I can, I'm desperate because of what happened today with the other person whom I have been seeing a long time. If you want to send me a DM, Sandra, that would probably be better. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Okay, someone asked me a question about the boxes. Oh, I love family recipes. Oh, Lisa, you were asking me about the boxes. The moon and the star boxes are kind of like, these ones are more like guidance, I guess, per se, or messages that you need to hear, messages from the universe. Like, let me just open up the box. That would probably be a little bit more helpful if I just did that. Like for example, in this, what is this? The star box, there's a card that says everything is as you've created. All you create offers lessons in your life. So it's pretty much saying that what you're doing to create what you have going forward is in motion, and it's as it should be. That makes sense. So that's like kind of like how those types of cards are. That was the star box. My phone's going off. That was the star box. And then in the moon box over here, we have this moon card, for example, says expect some powerful change coming in. So it's kind of like things to like look forward to as well, kind of like future of what's going on. But it also could be past, present, or future. It just depends. And then like messages from heaven, I will say, is more of a little bit more religious kind of tone to it, a little bit more like that, not super Bible thumpy, but a little bit more of that kind of tone. It's more of like messages from heaven, exactly what the box says, talking to heaven. And it's just a message from spirit. Like this one says, I'm standing right next to you. So that's pretty much saying that you have family coming in next to you is pretty much what that is. Let's see. Would we be able to look into specific things for day? I'm not sure what you're saying, Guadalupe. You're gonna have to reword that again. Add some more details and reword it for me again, because I'm a little lost on that one. I love you, girl, but I'm a little confused. You're so welcome, Lisa. Yeah, Sandra, send me a DM because I'm not sure what you're exactly needing. If someone wants to get pregnant but is having difficulty, can the person have a private mediumship call about the possibility of pregnancy? I'm hoping this is not considered a health reading. I kind of think it's more of a health reading, but I can pull, what I could do is pull more in cards for it and see if I'm seeing that and family happen for you. More of like thinking of it as a medical question, and I could probably do that. That would be easier. And that I'm okay with. I don't really think that that's it doesn't really go against my moral that way, I guess. Okay. Let me ouchie, Maroni, that hurt. Goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. I just pinched my finger good. I pinched my finger good. Okay, so starting on, just to give a quick announcement, starting on Sunday, we're going to start doing the doll hairs for waffles, and we're going to start doing the shares for free entries for free entries for reading. And starting on Sunday, we're also going to do the doll hairs. Unless you guys want to start the waffle tonight. I don't know if you guys want to start it tonight, or should we start Sunday? Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you think we should start the waffle entries tonight. Or put a 2 in the chat for Sunday, because I'm kind of feeling like Sunday would be better. I'm kind of thinking like Sunday would be better. That way, like, I just want people to know ahead of time so they can plan accordingly. I could start tonight and announce again on Sunday. Chidi is correct with that. Hi, Anna. But it's not in my name and it's not letting me add a note. Tina, are you comfortable with typing the name? If not, you can just DM me real quick and I can check it. Okay. So let me see. I feel like I need to turn this ring light down like a hair. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. All right. I feel like that's better. It was like a little bit bright in my face. Oh my God, my computer went off. What was that? Yeah, DM me. That's fine. Hi, Mary. Oh, thank you for the stars, Anna. Anna, if you want questions answered and stuff like that, send me a DM. I'm thinking about y'all, you tell me. You guys tell me. I'm thinking about adding something on my calendar Like if someone wants a random question answered, I could just put it as a service on my calendar and people can have it anytime. What do you guys think about that? Because I'm trying to like put stuff out there more on my calendar that like if people want something right away, they can have an answer, within like 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like I think a 24-hour turnaround would be like reasonable, right? Y'all tell me, you tell me. You guys tell me. Okay, so for the readings for tonight, just to go over it one more time, the payment methods for the doll hairs is in the pinned comments. It is $5 a box. There is Moonology. There is Messages from Heaven, which is pretty much how it sounds, Messages from Heaven. And then you have the Star Box. I'm going to pull 3 cards from each box that you would like to purchase. If you send me 5 doll hairs, I need to know in the payment info, I need to know which box you want me to pull from. If you forget to put it there, don't worry. I'll call your name 50 million times until you answer me, which is maybe not 50 million, maybe like 3 million. But if you send 15 doll hairs, I'll know that you want 3 cards from each box. But if you send me 5 or 10, I need to know which box you want me to pull cards from. Again, there's the Moon box, there's the Heaven box, and the Star box. So Moon, Heaven, and Stars, you pick. Totally up to you. I'm going to shuffle the cards each time, pick 3 cards from each box that you choose. They are messages, past, present, future. They're fairly generic, but they're just messages you need to hear, whether it's from spirit guide, whether it's from the universe, whether it's from heaven, wherever you believe it comes from. It's just something that you need to hear. Okay. They could be a positive message. It could be, hey, watch out for this, stuff like that. For the readings for tonight, Guadalupe, no, it's not really like that. But if I add that to my booking calendar, then you can. I can add that to my booking calendar. Okay, Lisa, sounds good. Hi, Jacqueline. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. You love that idea? Okay. I think that I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to add a simple question, ask a simple question, and I'll just put it on my my calendar. See, the only bad thing is that like if it's one question, I mean, you'd have to book multiples if you have multiple questions, but I'm okay if it's like a one long question or whatever. But I think I want to put that on there. Mine was sent through PayPal and I DM'd you. Okay, let me check it real quick so I can look out for it, because if I don't look out for it, I'll completely forget. But there is also a small possibility that I still might forget. So I want to apologize ahead of time just in case. Okay, I recognize the last name. Okay. Sandra, if you're in here, I'm seeing your DM. I'm just not opening it yet, so I remember to go back to it. Please don't be sorry. You guys do not have to apologize to me for asking questions and stuff like that. I promise you, you guys are not bothering me at all whatsoever. I love y'all. Like I have like the most patience ever. I've been a mom for almost 13 years now. Well, I was a mom to my stepkids way prior to that. I have a lot of patience. I worked with seniors. I have a lot of patience for children and other people. I just have a very low tolerance for people that are assholes. I don't deal with rude people or nasty, vile, evil people. You know what I mean? Like, but other than that, I'm like super cool. So please, if you guys like, you do not have to message me and say sorry or anything like that, or think that you're bothering me or asking me too many questions. I promise. I love y'all. Like, I value your guys' support in me so much. It means the world to me. I value your guys' trust in allowing me to do your readings. I value so much you guys recommending me to your friends and stuff like that, and your family members, colleagues. I cannot tell you, y'all, I don't want to cry. I cannot tell you enough how much your trust means to me. So don't make me cry. I love you guys. So please do not ever apologize or think that you guys are bothering me because I promise you're not. I promise. Sort of off topic, but I was wondering if anything happened to the old woman your ex was trying to help. Uh, Give me, which ex are we talking about? Which one? Which one? Girl, if you send me a DM, I'll give you all the tea. You and listen, I have people even apologizing when they DM me. Don't apologize. If I see it, I'm gonna answer it. I talk to people all the time. I promise. Like, I'm not special. We love you too, but I'm still working on the patient's department. I totally get it. I totally get it. Oh, thank you so much for the hearts or for the stars, Tessa. Thank you. You put hearts in the thing, and I got a little confused. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tanya. I love you guys too. Oh, I didn't see. Did you update about Sean? I didn't see it. I was telling my fiance how you were able to tell how the house in Texas I lived in, you knew had a spirit in it before I told Nick and Dustin about it. Yeah, I've, yeah, I know a lot of things fairly quickly. Vanessa is truly a great friend. She's been so good to me. Thank you so much, Tanya. I appreciate that. Listen, Tanya over here on YouTube knows me since, oh my God, I don't, 2013, 2014. Like, it's been a long time. And listen, Tanya and I used to give each other hell back in the day. So if Tanya and I could give each other hell back in the day, we could be really good friends now. Like, I'm not horrible, I promise. And back in the day, it was all Tanya's fault, technically. No, it wasn't. I was a bitch. I was mean. The ex that's a cop. You said in the last live he told you about a dark. Oh yes, yes, yes. One of my exes that's still a very good friend of mine. He lives in a county over, and he's a lieutenant something over there. I don't know. I can't remember. A corporal. I think. I think he's a corporal now. Yes, he is a corporal now. And he went out to a house that he had been to before, and it's a lady who you can clearly tell is in the beginning stages of dementia. She is living by herself, and he has went out to that house for calls before about her seeing people that aren't there. And this last time, I think it was last week or the week prior, I can't really remember off the top of my head. He went out there, and he got dispatched out there because she keeps calling 911 because she's saying that people are in her home. And when he got there, he told me that everything felt different. It takes for someone like me and for someone like him, you have to understand, for him, he's a very, 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 very good cop. He is the guy that will do the right thing even when someone's not looking. He is the guy that would run into fire. Very protective. He loves children. He's very, very, very protective when it comes to children. He loved being a school resource officer. When I was dating him, he was a school resource officer for a while because no one else wanted the detail. And he would send me pictures of him coloring with the kids, and he would bring the kids snacks and stuff like that. And I mean, he bought lunches for kids that didn't have lunch. He's a good guy, right? But he sees a lot of things. I've dated quite a few cops. I'm a self-admitted badge buddy. I'm not going to deny it. It's true. Okay. I can't help it. I can't help what I like. Okay. The Lord has just sent me many times what I like. Okay. So I can tell you that the things that they come upon all the time, a lot of them can be very horrific. They see a lot of death and a lot of brutality. And so when I tell you that I am a badge buddy, so when I tell you that his threshold for something that he can see where he's not going to really be phased by it is very high. He has told me so many times that he's seen a lot of things rolling up on calls where there's dead people or people that have just passed away or that have just been unalived. Um, if you can dream it and think about it, it's probably happened and he's probably seen it. He's been a cop for 13 years, probably, if not more. Um, and my tolerance for seeing things that would make an average person very uncomfortable is also pretty high, but I would say his is even higher. So when he tells me that it feels very uncomfortable there for him, he's uncomfortable. It takes a lot to make that man uncomfortable. He's not a small man. Oh, y'all. Now I'm with somebody, so I feel bad for saying this, but whew, he is a man. He is a man. No, no. Okay. I like him tall. I like a bigger boy. He is about 6'1" and just beef, thick boy. I mean, he's not overweight or anything like that. He's just he's oh man is what I'm gonna say. Okay, and he looks real good in that uniform. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, so but he's married, so I can't say that no more. Listen, we're friends. It's really good, but I can admit that he looked really good and he still looks really good. Okay. But he called me and was just telling me that something was just so off and he was very uncomfortable and he just could not shake that feeling. And even he said that he's like, I had to get out of the house. I had to walk out, like something was wrong. And he started calling me and texting me and FaceTiming me. And I didn't hear it at first. And then I walked by my office here and I heard my MacBook that's linked to my phone. I heard it ringing. So that's when I picked it up. I was like, hey, what's wrong? Are you okay? Because he had called me a million times. And he's like, I need your help. And I'm like, okay, what's wrong? It's okay. You know? And he told me all about it. And then I went to he's like, can I FaceTime you? Oh, what was that? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the stars. I appreciate it. Janie, if you ever want to talk about your gifts and stuff like that, like if you want to book a private reading, we can totally talk about that and I can give you some tips or tricks if you want to try to develop that skill even more. Um I loved being a badge buddy, I'm not gonna lie. But so I was like, yeah, I'll give me a minute, I'll FaceTime you. So I came back to my office here and I was FaceTiming him and he was telling me like that something feels really wrong. And he was telling me that she calls 911 all the time. And literally I started before I even got on the FaceTime call with him. I was literally in the middle of going to go wash a face mask off of my face. So I had to go wash that off my face. And I looked over to my boyfriend and I was like, I don't like it. And he goes, what do you not like? And I said, whatever it is that's there, I don't like it. And it feels very, 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 very dark. And I could picture it standing under a tree that was, if you're looking out the backyard, it was over towards the left. There's a tree there. And then about like maybe 15, 20 feet behind that, there's very thick vegetation. And then on the right hand side, I just kept seeing a lot of yellow. And I just couldn't tell what it was. And I just kept seeing a lot of yellow. So when he called me, I started telling him things like that. I already started telling him, like, whatever it is, I don't like it. It makes me already very uncomfortable. I don't like it. And sure as shit, I talked to him. He went towards I asked him, I said, can you go out? Is there a back door you can go out? Because I feel like there is. And he said, yes. And we were FaceTiming. He's like, I said, don't turn the camera around or anything like that. And he's just like down here, or I'm just down here and he's looking. And I said, just let me get out what I'm seeing real quick. And he's like, okay. So I told him everything that I'm seeing. And he goes, I know how gifted you are, but oh my God, I've never seen it in firsthand. Even though I've done some reading stuff for him, but he goes, how can you see what I'm looking at? And I said, I could just see it. I don't know how to tell you, but I can just see it. And sure as shit, he told me, he said that uh the in the backyard is a chain link fence and when you go out the back door and you're standing at the back door, about 20 feet to the left, slightly to the left, there's a big oak tree, and then there's about 15, 20 feet behind there, there's thick vegetation. And then the stuff that's on the right hand side where I kept seeing yellow, he's like, before he told me what it was, he's like, what do you think it is? And I said, it feels like a business, but I feel like it has to do with children. And I keep hearing and seeing yellow, but I don't know why. And he's like, do you want me to tell you what it is? And I said, sure. And he goes, it's a bus depot. So where they keep all the school buses for their county, it was a bus depot. And I was like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So she has something dark there. And then she also has some residual energy that's there where there's a man where he has his wife and a child there, and he is not a good guy. But I think he keeps that darker entity more outside because there's another male, darker entity that's in that house. But that energy is very residual. That's just going to come and go. And she keeps seeing him, the wife, and the daughter on the back patio. I talked to him not too long ago, and I can't. I don't know if I know that I could clear out for her that residual energy. I can make that go if I wanted to. I need to go there to do it. But I mean, that's not a problem. It's like a half an hour. It's not a problem. I'll go drive there. It's not a big deal. It's an old lady. You know what I mean? Like I can't in good conscience like leave that stuff there for her to deal with, you know? And he doesn't want to do it either. Like he feels horrible. He feels absolutely horrible. And he checks on her all the time. Even though like if she doesn't call, he checks on her because he knows the daughter, he's seen her quite a few times in passing and stuff like that. So the older lady lives on her own, so he goes and checks on her anyway. And I know that I can move on the residual energy. What I'm worried about is if I do that, that dark entity then has the freedom to come inside and be in that woman's house, and I don't want to do that. I don't know for sure if I can remove him, but I do know that I can take him with me, and I don't want to bring him here. So I think I'm going to talk to him about possibly doing some black salt around the property. I also think that some holy water would be very good around the property line in general and around her home if next time he goes and visits her, because she is religious. And I think that's another reason why that darker entity is outside and he doesn't really come in. So I think that if we get some black salt, I think that if we get some holy water and we kind of like put it around her house, put some crosses, you know, stuff like that. And then she's not like a super horrible hoarder, but she does have a lot of things. So I feel like because I don't really have a lot of black tourmaline, but I can get some more. It's not super expensive, but black tourmaline can be a little expensive. But um, I can I can get her a piece of black tourmaline, and I can have him put it in her home. And black tourmaline is very, very good at absorbing negativity and darker energy and stuff like that. She does have some crosses and crucifixes and stuff like that. So I'm going to figure out a plan with him about what to do with her home. But I just couldn't, you know what I mean? Like I couldn't leave that there. But I don't want to bring that dark thing here. I sent you a DM. Can't wait for your reply. Okay, I will reply to you tonight. I promise. I will reply to you tonight. Um, okay, so sorry, super long story, but that is a story. Can you have a deacon priest come bless the home? That's actually a really good idea. I know that I let me ask him to see if, because normally in the sheriff's departments and in city police, but definitely in the sheriff's departments, a lot of times they have a deputy, some sort of person that's deputized that is a chaplain. So that could be possible that he could ask him to go bless her house. If not, we'll cross that bridge, I guess, when we get to it. But that is a good idea. It's a very good idea, actually. Smart, Tanya. You're smart. Yes, I agree. That's why I thought because I have quite a few like really beautiful Catholic churches around me, and the last time I was there, I took a big glass jar that my friend Rosalie had got, and I filled it up with holy water. Bad spirits can be trapped, and I was telling him that they belong to that land, they belong to that area. So more than likely, then that's what that is. And I think the black salt will help that, will help dissipate that a little bit. And I also feel like the black salt will keep any like kind of like darkness at bay. Okay, we're gonna start with the readings for tonight. As far as like private readings, because I see some of your guys' questions and stuff like that. If any of the appointment times don't work for you, please send me a message. I will help you out. Hi, Maid. If any of the days and appointments don't work for you, send me a DM. If you want to purchase one as a gift and you're not exactly sure how to go about it, what to do, whatever, message me. If you have any questions about anything, just message me. Facebook Messenger on my Facebook page, it's me, Vanessa Duh, is the easiest way to message me because I always get a notification for it. Sometimes if you guys message me on like Instagram or Twitter, I don't necessarily get a notification for it. Also, my email, it's me, Vanessa Duh at gmail.com. I will 100% get a notification for an email. So please don't feel like you're bothering me or anything like that. Starting tomorrow, all of the readings are going to be Black Friday priced. Every single reading is going to be Black Friday priced. I have not figured out the prices just yet. I will do that, but they are going to be very, very, very well good priced. Okay. I will run the Black Friday sale for at least a week. So at least Friday to Friday, at least a week, but I'll probably go past that. So let me look at a calendar. You know what? We'll just look at a calendar and we'll make the dates. Okay. So I'll start it tonight and I'll have it run through, let's say like December, like 3rd or 4th. Okay. So that's like the Tuesday or Wednesday after Black Friday. Okay. So it's like a good week and a half run time. So, if you don't get paid this week and you get paid next week and you want to buy one as a gift and you still want Black Friday pricing, it will still be there. Hi, how are you doing, Valeria? So there's that. So if you guys want to book those readings, don't do it till like later tonight, tomorrow, something like that. Okay. What else? Okay, the readings that we're going to do tonight, one more time. If you're curious and just coming in and you want to know about the readings for tonight, there are 5 doll hairs a box. There's a moon box, a heaven box, and there is a stars box. Okay. If you send 15, I know you want cards from all 3. If you send 5 or 10, you just have to tell me which box you want, stars, heaven, or moon. And when you send your doll hairs, put which boxes you want in the description. If you send me 15, of course, I know you want all 3. But if you send me 5 or 10, I need to know which box. If you forget, not a big deal. I'll just call out your name and bother you for 20 minutes. Okay. And then, one more thing. Though, What did I say? It was going to be another thing. Oh, we're going to start doing the if you guys want to get in the waffle, we can start doing the waffles. I don't want anyone to send any payments for waffles right now because I need to see where the payments are for the readings. Yes. I need to see where the payments are for the readings. So at the end of the reading, we'll talk about waffle. Okay. 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 Let's see who's first on the list for readings. Let's see. Oh man, my neck is cracking today. Okay, for the first person, we have Katie D. Katie D. Katie D, and she got all three. And then we have Amber, and then we have Tina. Okay, those are going to be my first three. Thank you for sharing. Yes, please like, please share, tag your friends, text my link to your friends and say, hey, come follow this bitch. She's really cool. Okay, so we have Katie, and then we have Amber, and then we have Tina. Those are my first three. So let me. Oh, come on, cards. These cards feel stiff. Uh-oh. Is that backwards? Yes, it is. Oopsies. Okay. Get it together, Vanessa. Get it together here. Get it together. Okay. You're talking about it all, and I feel something is missing with my hair and pulling on it. I mean, some stranger things can happen. Stranger things can happen. Okay. Oh, Tanya, I know I've asked you before, like, about Sean. Did you ever answer? You probably did. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to see how he's doing. Remind me what it was again, if you don't mind. I think he had like an infection of some kind, right? Just want to see how my buddy's doing because that shit sucks. Okay. Okay, Katie. Your star cards are as follows. Your first card is talking about grounding yourself, and it's saying to stay strong and to make sure that you're guiding yourself where you want to go. I'm not sure where you are, Katie, but oh, you're right here. Make sure that you guide yourself where you want to go and what best serves you. The second card, it says another card that talks about doing what your heart desires. What does your heart want? Make sure you are manifesting for yourself and not other people's desires. You have two cards that are talking about that. So I'm sensing some people pleasing that maybe needs to chill a little bit. You know what I mean? Just chill a little bit. You got to do for you too. Okay. And then the third card is oh my God, girl, are you a people pleaser? Are you a people pleaser? Because we gotta get you off of that. Now, keep in mind, this could be past, present, or future. Okay. But this card right here, your last card in the star, says to make sure. I kid you not. I kid you not. Now, I know these cards say more than this on here, so I don't know. You totally are. She goes, I totally am. Ah! It said to make sure that you are guided for what's true for you. So you have your heart's desires, what's true for you, and to make sure that you do what your heart wants. Girl, we are not people pleasing no more. We're not people pleasing no more. In 2025, the people pleasing stops. That's what we're going to do. In 2025, the people pleasing is going to stop. Okay? And we start to take care of ourselves and do some self-care, some self-love. You know what we should all start doing? Start doing some really good affirmations for ourselves too. Fuck everybody else. No, not fuck everybody else, but we have to take care of us too. I feel like a lot of times as moms, as wives, as daughters, as sisters, as cousins, as aunts, as uncles, as whatever, or even as employees, especially as employees, we put ourselves out so much for everybody else and we do nothing for us. And we feel so depleted and it chips away at us and wears and wears and wears. And I don't want you guys to do that. I need to take my own advice, but I'm just saying, y'all do it, okay? So you guys can give me the advice and then I do it. Sean had an awful ear infection in both ears. Okay. Then he got hospitalized. Yes. Okay. He also has mono, but he's okay. Oh my goodness. Listen, we need to pump him full of some antibiotics. Are you guys still in the hospital or are you guys home now? You guys are home now, right? I'm assuming. Okay. Katie, your messages from heaven are as follows. It says, I have no more worries where I am. This card says, I feel healthy and I feel happy. A lot of people ask me if sick people carry their sickness, and they do not. They do not carry their sickness. And then this card says, I have a new understanding. When I tell you that when they pass away, whoever they are, when someone passes away and they are bestowed with so much knowledge and understanding of just life in general, I don't know exactly how, but when I tell you that they are so enlightened, it's crazy. And it's such a good feeling. I've seen it. And I love it. Okay, sounds good. I'll get to you soon. What does sprinkled mean? I'm not sure what sprinkled means. I mean, I love sprinkles. I got you, Let. Okay, and then your moon cards, right? Yes, your moon cards, Katie. Okay, your moon cards are going to be as followed. Make sure you bring love into every situation. No, Amber, you're next. This next card is that you might have a personal issue soon that's needing, that's going to be coming to resolution. Okay. And then, oh, I think this has to do, could you be possibly beefing with someone soon? Or are you currently beefing with someone? It could be something small. It doesn't have to be anything big, but it says, don't let pride get in your way. So if you're having a card that's talking about some issues that need resolution and pride sometimes, and well, what is the line? A good negotiation is when both parties walk away from the table pissed. That's a good negotiation, apparently. Is when both parties walk away from the table and they're both unhappy. Okay. Amber, you are next. You are next. Amber, you are next. Okay, Amber. You're still here, right? No, we've been home for a couple weeks now. No more antibiotics for now. Okay, good. I'm glad he's doing better. I'm glad he's doing better. Okay, Amber. Your first card says you deserve good things. Even if you don't believe you deserve good things, you deserve good things. And it's this next card says, what is that? Oh, I read it so backwards. Sometimes I feel like I'm super dyslexic when I read. Okay, and this says to be still and to feel and to receive abundance. Oh my God. Girl, your message is on the same thing. It says, because all you have that you desire is achievable. But this is another card that's saying that you deserve good things and you're here to accept abundance. And this next card says to dream big and to go for it. So listen, you're going into 2025 knowing that you deserve good things. You're going into 2025 knowing that you're going to accept abundance that's coming your way and that you need to dream big and to go for it. That's what's on 2025 for you. And your heaven messages are, I am surrounded with love and with animals. I love that because I feel like I wish that I've seen animals more during readings, but I don't really try to look for animals. And I feel like maybe I should try to look for them. But I have seen animals with people that are deceased quite a few times. And I love it because like I think of like some animals that I've lost and I'm like, oh my God, I want to see my puppies again. The second card, it says, I will always point you in the right direction. So you have someone up there, probably multiple people, always pointing you in the right direction. If not, your spirit guide's definitely going to point you in the right direction. And this other card says to believe in yourself and that you can do it. Okay, and then your third set of cards, your moon cards, say, oh, we got an upside downer. We got an upside downer. We're gonna go last on that one. If you have anything you're worrying about right now or worrying in the future, don't worry about it. Nothing's going to come of the situation. Your second card is that your emotions may soon be running high. If they are not currently, they may soon be running high. Just stay chill, girl. Enjoy the holidays. Enjoy your turkey next week, your pumpkin pie. I don't know what all you guys have for Thanksgiving, because I know some people's Thanksgiving is not like super traditional. I love a super traditional Thanksgiving. And when I tell you that I'm a cranberry lover, and I don't think everybody loves cranberry, but I love cranberry straight from the can without the whole cranberries in it. I love the jellied cranberry, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I know it's not for everybody, but I'm not afraid to admit that I love the jellied canned cranberry. Put a heart in the chat if you also love the jellied canned cranberry. Oh, thank you, Pearl. I appreciate it. I didn't know that sprinkled means shared. Now I do know. Hello, I'm new. How can I get in on this reading? It's $5 hairs a box for tonight. I always do like smaller readings when I'm live. If you go to my booking link, that's where I have all of my private readings there. My booking link is in the pinned comments, the Calendly link. But for right now, it's $5 hairs a box. And I have a starry box. I have a heaven messages box, and I have a moonology box. And I pull 3 cards from each. The payment methods are in the pen post. Yeah, that kind of sums it up. If you have any other questions other than that, please feel free. Okay, we got some canned cranberry lovers over here. I don't feel so bad. I love the canned cranberry. I really do. I like the tartness of it. I really do. Hey girl, I received a message from someone using your name. They asked if I still wanted a reading and mentioned some details about my life. Asking if it sounded right to proceed to payment method. I prefer it. I almost fell for it, but it automatically blocked them. They did send me several requests under your name. Yeah, unfortunately, Rhonda, I'm so glad that you didn't give him anything. The people that pretend to be me are not me. They use different variations of my name. They put it's Maze Vanessa Doug. They put it's Maze Vanessa. They put add and then DUHH instead of DUH. They use my photos and stuff like that. It's not me. It's not me. I'm never gonna message under you and be like love and light. The spirits have guided me to you. I don't do that. I don't talk like that. I don't do that shit. I'm not going to do that. If you guys ever get messages from something like that, please just block them. Make sure it's a fake profile. You can go on the profile. You'll see barely anything there. But one, I don't talk like that. Two, I'm not going to message you and be like, oh my God, spirit just guided me to, ask you about this person and this person. I'm not going to do that. And if you're not sure, go to my page, go to my Facebook page and send me a DM. Because it's not me. It's not me. It's definitely not me. Yeah, I just don't want anyone to get scammed. I know that a couple people have in the past. I know that someone I think might have given some information recently a few weeks ago. I don't really remember. Since last Thursday, I have blocked, no joke, I have now blocked 14 different profiles. They're not always copies of me. Sometimes they're other people. You can tell that they're from a third world country by the way that they type, the things that they say. I try to block it and catch it as quickly as I can. I'm more concerned about you guys getting scammed more than anything. And I don't want you guys to think that that's me doing that shit. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that stuff. so if you guys aren't sure, message me, send me a DM, because I promise you that messages that you've been talking to someone else, you're not going to see it in our chat because it's not me. You know what I mean? Yeah, so just be very, very, very careful. Placing my card reading now. Excited. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate it. Okay, Jennifer, awesome. Don't forget, guys, I know that a lot of you guys are new in here. Starting Friday, well, technically for me, it's Friday already. But starting tomorrow, I'm going to put my private reading stuff all in Black Friday pricing, and I'm probably going to add a few more things. That happens a lot in this room. And you guys are here to witness it. If you guys didn't hear, that is a robot vacuum that I have, and every now and then it's just plugged in. Okay, it's plugged in, but it's not docked. And every now and then it goes hello. I don't know what it said afterwards because I started talking. Sometimes it'll just say hello. Sometimes it just says hello something something. Is that one plugged in? Okay, no, it's not plugged in. I'm sorry, it's not plugged in. That one's not plugged in. That's my computer that's plugged in. That's this cord. That's this cord right here. That's plugged in for the computer right here, the Windows computer that I have. That's the cord I'm looking at. The cord for my Shark vacuum is not plugged in. So it just goes off on its own and does its own thing. It does its own thing. It does its own thing. I'm telling you, I know a lot of you guys, some of you guys have been around here for a long time and some of you haven't, but people that have been around for a long time, they hear banging, they'll hear doors opening on my live, and I'll just turn around and be like, hi, I'm trying to pay the rent here, calm it down, and I'm telling you, the activity around me is crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy. Okay. Whose reading am I doing? I'm still doing Amber's, right? Did I read these? Oh, Amber, your third card that was upside down. Okay, we're going to go back to readings. Your third card, Amber, that was upside down. This says a new start is coming. I don't think that it's not going to come now. I think that it might be a little stall, or whatever new start is coming, I feel like it might be a little hiccupy in the beginning, but just ride it out. Okay, so either be patient and let it come, or if it's a little hiccupy, just ride it out. Okay, I think you'll be okay. Just ride it on out. Ride it out. Okay. All right. And then the next person is going to be Tina. Tina is next. And guys, I'm reading off of my PayPal list first. So if you guys paid on Cash App or Venmo, just bear with me, hang with me here. We're going to do Tina, and then we're going to do Let, and then we're going to do Guadalupe. Guadalupe, I love you too. Thank you so much. Girl, you know I love you because I always go, Guadalupe. You have the happiest name. I feel like that needs to be the new word for fiesta. It's called Guadalupe now. Fiesta's out. Fiesta's over. Fiesta's tired. Fiesta's boring. Now we can have a Guadalupe. That's just what I think about it. Okay, Mary, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah. Oh, robot vacuums are awesome, but this one's not plugged in and it's still talking to me. So, yes, the upside down card. Yes, I'm sorry. Okay. Tina, we're doing Tina. Okay. Tina, your star messages are as followed. Oh, Tina, you also got an upside downer. We're going to go with that one last. Okay. Tina, your first one says to shine through fear, and love will light up areas where you see darkness. So do not worry, rely on yourself, keep going, and let yourself be guided without worry of if you're doing the right thing. The next card is the next card says that you need to heal your heart a little bit. You got to heal your heart a little bit. It says your heart will tell you when it's the perfect time to mend. So if you have anything that you need to work on, maybe take this as a green light to maybe work on that a little bit. Your upside down card says that you have a sensitive antenna and to make sure that you're protecting your emotions first before others. So it's upside down. So I would take that as you might be taking on maybe other people's issues. You could be sharing grief with someone. You could be sharing stress with someone. We sometimes, especially when we're very empathic for people and we really care about people, or something's happening to one of our family members or loved ones, we tend to like take on that emotion with them. So just make sure that you're being a little extra careful about that. Yes, Guadalupe needs to be a fiesta. Needs to be a fiesta. Sent cash up. How long is your line up? I'm not exactly sure, Jennifer. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm not exactly sure. You could have 10 people in front of you. You could have 5 more people in front of you. You could have 8. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna try to focus on the readings. I'm gonna try to really read. Okay. Hi, Rosalie. Hey, friend. I am live. I have been for the last hour and 30 minutes and 44 seconds. Okay. Your next cards, Tina, are from the Heaven deck, and it says, although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. And boy, do I know that when you are going through it and you are going through the trenches, and then when you're on the outside of it and you get to look back in, I've personally seen so many times where I've been drugged through hell, through the coals, through the trenches. I mean, like I've been drugged through it, kicking and screaming. And now looking on the back end, I'm like, okay, that sucked, but I get it. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I get it. I am a talker. I feel like that's why I do okay live, because I am a talker. It definitely happens for a reason. Okay, the next card says that I am learning over here. And when spirits like pass away, when I was saying earlier that they become so much more enlightened than they were when they were here living on earth. They become so much more enlightened and so much more aware of like self-aware, and just I don't know how to explain it. I don't know everything that they know, but it's just like they just gain so much. And it's like it's such an experience that I can feel, and I wish that I could have you guys feel it, because it's great. And it says, we will be together once again. A lot of times people ask me like, how can I make sure, like someone did a reading with me one time, and this was like years ago, and their mom was sick and towards the end of her life, and she was like, how can I make sure that my mom goes with my family? Like she was so worried about that. And I loved that she talked to me about it, because I was able to like really calm her down and let her know, like, they go with family. That's exactly how it always happens. You can ask people to make sure, like if someone's going to pass, like my mom was going to pass, I made sure to talk to her family that has passed and said to make sure you come get my mom. Make sure you take her with you. Make sure she doesn't get stuck, like stuff like that. Okay. All right. And then the moon cards for Tina. Oh, we got another upside downer. Oh my goodness. Tina, what do we have going on right now? Okay, it says your dreams need a practical plan. So if you have anything that you want to come in motion, want to come to fruition, make sure that you have a plan to execute. So you can make sure that your plan does come to fruition. I have such a hard time with that word. Hi, Priscilla. I love that name. Oh, we got a scammer right now. Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Hold on. Let me open this up so I can block these hoes. I literally just was talking to everybody about this. I was just talking about it. See how quickly it happens? It's like they just want to come see me. I don't know why. They just want to come talk to me and see me. Okay. Let me go back. Okay, here we are. We are back. Thank you, friend. Yeah, I didn't see it until you said it. Okay. What was I saying? Okay, I said you needed a practical plan, Tina, practical plan. This card here talks about releasing anything that is stressing you and just giving it back to the universe and not letting it bother you anymore. And then this card, we got an upside downer here. Oh, okay. This card says believe in the impossible. I know maybe it's upside down because sometimes we have a very hard for anybody it's very difficult to like be positive about a situation sometimes that we're really stressed about or really worried about or something that's really weighing us down. We're like, oh, I don't know if this is going to happen. I don't know if this is going to happen. And I think this card is your message to ask the universe for it. Tell them that you're ready for it. Lord, I am ready to win the lottery. Maybe not the lottery, but you know what I mean? Like just say, I'm welcoming X, Y, and Z. I want to bring this into my life. Ask the universe to bring it towards you. Claim that it's yours already. Tell your spirit guides, hey, y'all, I'm ready. Listen, I will take the call when it comes, stuff like that. Like make sure that you're really putting that positive. I might have summoned them. I might have summoned them. I did not mean to, and I do not want to, but they come and see me anyway. Okay. Okay. The next person is Let. Let, you are on my Facebook side. I know that for sure. Okay, Let is on the Facebook side, and let's look at her cards. Let's start with the star cards first. We do have an upside downer for you. We got an upside downer. Okay, we're going to leave the upside downer for last. Okay, Let. This card says to be authentic to yourself, making sure that you're putting yourself first. Okay, now Let, I know you, and I know that you definitely put everyone else in front of you. So I'm definitely not surprised that I'm pulling this card. Okay, you have to take care of you. I know you have kids. I know you have a lot that weighs you down sometimes, but you have to take care of you. And it says, you are here for a purpose. You are here for a purpose. You actually are here 100% for a purpose, not only just for you and everyone else, but for your babies, girl. You are there for your babies. Okay. Guess what I just said? You can't make this shit up. The upside downer card. The upside downer card. Okay. Yes, I am live on two places. I'm live over here on Facebook and live over here on YouTube. So I just kind of like go back and forth. Okay, we just talked about this. We just pulled a card for it. The card that you have that's upside down says to spend time on you. Spend time on you. Okay, balance yourself. Spend time on you. And it's upside down, which means you're not doing it. I literally just talked about you guys or about this to everybody. I just told you. I suffer from it too. We have to start taking care of us. We can't do for everybody and deplete ourselves 100%. We got to have some. We got to have some. We can't take care of anybody else if we don't take care of ourselves, okay? And I know you have a lot on your plate, my dear. So, okay? Take care of you, girl. Take care of you. Don't make me have to go up in your DMs, okay? I will find our DM thread. I'll message you, okay? I will be on you. In the times that I remember, because I'll forget a lot, but then I'll just randomly remember. Okay, so your messages from heaven is, it is beautiful where I am. I feel like I might have seen a very small little smidgen of heaven, very small, because a dream that I had one time where Jesus talked to me in a dream, and I know it was him because I could feel it. I could just feel who it was. And when I tell you that I was sitting under a tree and it was like the most beautiful rolling hills and everything just felt so serene and so pure and so loving, and just you could just feel this light. And I feel like that's what heaven's going to be like. I'm also pretty much hoping that heaven will not have calories. I'm really hoping that you can eat whatever you want and it's just going to taste real good. And there's no calories. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm also really hoping for. granted, I want to see my friends and my family and my loved ones and pets that I've lost. I'm, also hoping to see them, but I'm also hoping to live in a home one day where like you don't have to clean it. Like if heaven could have like magical maid service, that would be fucking fantastic. But I will take the no calories. I will take the no calories. No calories for sure. No, we're definitely tens, and oh yeah, we're gonna be tens and we're gonna be 15s, girl. Everybody's body's gonna be snatched. Everyone's breasts are gonna be lifted. Um, you don't have to wear a bra no more. No uncomfortable underwear no more. No cramps. That's what I'm hoping. Okay. The other cards for you, it says, I always give you a kiss goodnight. And I love this for you. I love that for you. I don't have to, Let knows what I mean. She knows what I mean. And then your other message, oh, I'm sorry, flip the card around. It says, I am not gone. I am not gone. Because, girl, he's not gone. He's not gone because he came through so strong in that reading. Oh, I love doing that reading for you because he came through so strong and he was so fun. He was so fun. Okay, and your 3 moon cards are going to be as followed. This card is saying some adjustments are required. So if you have some areas in your life that's giving you some stress, you need to make some adjustments, okay? Got some adjustments you need to make here. This one says to step out of your comfort zone. This wants you to do something new. Probably you need to do something for yourself that's new, preferably because you are not taking care of you and you need to take care of you, okay? And then this one says to not let your past hold you back. So no repeat behavior, stuff like that. You're going to step out. You're going to be doing some new things. You're going to be doing some things for yourself, okay? In 2025, we are going to do self-love, self-care, not self-hatred, not tearing each other down, not tearing ourselves down, okay? We're not going to do that no more in 2025. I'm claiming that for everybody. I don't know if I could talk to your dad, Rosalie. It's hard. It's hard to do things for people that I know. I'm not against trying. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could because we're very close, so it'd be hard. Okay, the next person is Guadalupe. You know what? I wish I had one of those horns like after I say Guadalupe, and then I need like a confetti cannon. I just love that name. I just think Guadalupe sounds so festive. Love this. You always come through 100%. You're so welcome. I love it for you. I love it for everybody. I love doing it for you guys. I love doing the readings. I wouldn't be embarrassed. He might tell you some stuff. Girl, don't worry. There's nothing that you can tell me that's going to embarrass me at this point. We already know too much about each other, so it don't matter at this point. Okay. Let's see. Guadalupe. Okay, Guadalupe. Your star cards are it is safe to let go and to move on to from something that is holding you back. Okay. It says see with your heart. I feel like these always go together for some reason. It says see with your heart. Now might be the time to make a change. Oh my Lanta, I swear sometimes. It says let go of a fixed plan. Allow yourself room for growth. Girl, I don't know what you got going on. Sometimes it's time to hit the road, Jack. Oh my God, no way. What makeup palette? What makeup palette? Oh, that would suck. Hi, Jenny. Okay. Your heaven messages are as follows. It says, I love sending you signs through nature. A lot of times spirits use nature. I'll answer your questions in just 1 second. A lot of times they use signs through nature. So butterflies, birds, hawks. I would say birds and butterflies are fairly common. Owls is one. I have seen someone use foxes. I've had someone show me that. That was it was a Native American, so maybe that could have been a reason. Because I feel like maybe they could use different animals. I've also seen someone use a deer, and they were also native. So maybe they get different animals. I mean, listen, native people have strong ties. So I don't, they're just different. They're just different from, they're built different. They can do so much more sometimes. Their energy feels stronger and energy feels different. Um, I feel like a lot of times we get sent signs from the universe, from our spirit guides, and from loved ones that have passed away, and we might pass over it. So if you're seeing something and you might think maybe that could be a sign, just take it as a sign. Just take it. Because I'm sure that there's so many that we miss, and I would rather everyone get their signs from their loved ones and miss them. I will still answer your guys' questions. Give me just a minute. This next card for you, Guadalupe says, I am just a thought away. Not only are our loved ones that have passed a thought away, but they are a voice away. You guys can always, always, always talk to them. They love to hear from you. They love that acknowledgement. And this card says that my mind is free from worry. Okay, I'm going to do your moon cards in just a minute, Guadalupe. Give me 1 second. Let me answer this question. It is not too late to get in if you want to get in tonight. I just ask that you do it sooner than later. The readings we're doing tonight, we are pulling cards from 3 different boxes. It is 5 doll hairs per box. You have the star box, you have the heaven messages, and then you have the moonology cards. So stars, heaven, and moon. It is 5 doll hairs a box. If you send me 15, of course, I'll know that you want 3 cards from each. If you send 5 or 10, perfectly fine, totally up to you. I just need you to put in the payment description if you want the stars, the heaven, or the moon box. It is perfectly your choice. If you send me 5 and you want me to randomly pick one or randomly pick 2, whatever I'm feeling, then just put random there. It's perfectly fine. Well, the messages from heaven is the difference. So those are messages from heaven. The stars and the moon is kind of like things that you need to be aware of, watch for, things that could be future, coming in the past, messages that you need to hear that are current or in the past tense. So it's more like that. Okay. I hope that answered your question, Michelle. If you want to get on the readings tonight, the payment methods are in the pinned comment. I have Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. It is all in the pinned comment. And the other thing in the pinned comment is my booking link to my private readings. If you're wanting to get a private reading, don't do it yet. Starting tomorrow through like December, what did I say? Around December 3rd sometime, I'm going to be doing Black Friday pricing. Do not pay full price right now. Start buying tomorrow. You'll get Black Friday pricing for your private readings. And yes, you can buy them as gifts, all that kind of good stuff. If you just want to buy a gift card for somebody, or you want to prepay for a reading and stuff like that, you can just DM me. You can pay me privately. If you don't want to book one that way, just message me if you're not sure. I have no problem working with people. I don't mind. If there's appointment times that don't work for you, message me. We'll figure one out together. I'm flexible. I don't mind. You're not bothering me. I promise. Okay. Let's do the moon messages for Guadalupe. Such a happy name. I love it. I'm going to legally change my name to Vanessa Guadalupe. Oh, you got an upside down or Guadalupe? We're going to put it in the back. We have to wait last for the cheese man. Okay. Your first card says you need to balance your spirituality with practical motion. So I don't necessarily think spirituality is always like religion. I think spirituality could be like just you being one within yourself, you being one within the earth. It could be as simple as you taking your shoes off, walking on the sand, walking on the grass, and grounding yourself and getting those positives and negative like ions running through your body. And then your second card is it's time to release any negativity. I feel like you had a couple cards over here in the star box that we're talking about letting go and changing things. I feel like you had a couple of those. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. And I'm not. Okay, I had to check because I thought it was crazy for a second. And then your upside downer is... Your upside downer, it says, have faith in what your dreams are. So if you're feeling like it's not going to happen for you, you got to stop. You got to stop. We have to breathe positivity into everything that we're doing, okay? Because your card's upside down. So I feel like we're not doing that right now. So we need to make sure. Listen, Guadalupe, your name is festive, damn it. That means you have to be festive in thought. Okay, it means you have to be festive with your festive name. Okay, I need you to be festive about yourself. That sounds so weird. It makes sense in my head. You just got to be festive for you. Okay, you got to be festive for you. I don't do Zelle or Apple only because I have to give you my personal information for it, and I can't do that. That's the only reason, because Apple's with my phone number, Zelle is with my phone number. So, and Zelle is with my personal email. So I don't really put that on there. But I do have 3 payment methods. I try to be as fair as I possibly can. Hi Nancy, you're not late. You're an hour and 51 minutes and 12 seconds late, and I'm deeply hurt by it. I would ask you to leave. No, I'm just kidding. You can stay. You guys are never late. You're just always right on time. You're fashionably there when you need to be. I'm glad, Guadalupe. Listen, don't lose faith. Don't lose faith. Stay strong and don't lose faith, okay? And then if you need to send me a DM still, you can. I think I'm going to put that on the reading. I'm going to put like the quick question thing on there so you guys can ask me a question if you want. Yeah, I'll figure out a way to add that to my calendar. Just give me I'll figure out a way. I'll probably put it on there sometime like later tonight or tomorrow. Let me ask you guys a question. If I do a part on my booking calendar where you can just pay to have a question answered quickly, do you think a 24-hour turnaround is sufficient? I feel like a 24-hour turnaround should be sufficient, right? I'll probably do it way before then, but a 24-hour turnaround would be sufficient, right? And then I could just email you back. Okay, Michelle, sounds good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think a 24-hour turnaround would be sufficient. I'll try to do it much quicker than that. I'll definitely try to do it much quicker than that. But I'm pretty sure as soon as it comes in, I'll probably just answer it as soon as I see it. I like to take care of things fairly quickly. Okay, Tina agrees. Well, listen, if Valeria says yes, then that's what we're going to do. Okay. All right. I know a couple more people just paid on PayPal. I'm going to continue with my other list really quick, just so I can make sure that I'm trying to at least somewhat go in order. Okay. The next 2 people are Lisa and Jen. We're going to do the that list next. Lisa and Jen. Lisa G and Jen H. Lisa G and Jen H. Where is Lisa and Jen? You think that's a great idea? I agree. And if Valeria agrees, that's really all that matters. That's really all that I care about. If Valeria doesn't like what I'm going to have for dinner, I'm going to make something different. Can you review the messages from us because of the waffle? You're gonna have to reword that. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I mean, I know the waffle that you're talking about, but can you review the messages from us because of I'm not sure what you're add some more to it. My brain is not computing what you're saying right now. Help me. Okay, Lisa G. Lisa G and Jen H. Lisa G and Jen H. Where is Lisa G and Jen H? Lisa G and Jen H. Where are y'all at? Speak now. Oh, I don't know why I have these cards out here. They just don't need to be here. Lisa G and Jen H. Hi, Kathy. How are you doing? Okay, if I could close these, that would be helpful. Okay. All right. I don't know where Lisa G or Jen H is. Well, there's Jen. I'm not sure where Lisa is. Where's Lisa? Where is Lisa? I want to make sure that she sees it just in case. Lisa. Okay. Michelle, I'm still trying to understand what you're saying, and I don't understand what you're saying. You have to do it for me. I'm doing good, Kathy. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. And then, guys, make sure you stay until the end of the live because then we're going to go over the waffle. We're going to go over the waffle right at the end. So make sure you guys got to stay. You got to stay. Okay? You can't leave me. Don't leave me just yet. Okay. I'm going to do I see you, Jennifer. I'm doing some readings right now, Kathy. Oh, let me see. Because we never got connected for the I slightly remember that there was a couple people because I've done multiples. So if I no, I think I'm thinking of something else. Oh, I'm thinking of a giveaway I did for someone else. Just send me a DM. I think I remember what you're talking about. Send me a DM. I heard. Oh my god. Listen, the spam accounts today are just ridiculous. Okay. All right, we're going to do Lisa's, and I'm just going to put it out there. It is an hour and 57 minutes exactly right now. So if Lisa comes back in, everyone remember that is the timestamp, an hour and 57 minutes. Okay, so Lisa, the star cards for you are breathe love into your life and remind yourself to exercise patience. Patience is so hard. It's so hard for people. I understand for some people it's so hard. For me, I feel like I do pretty good until my patients are done. I know that patience is so hard for people, but just a little extra patience for people. Sometimes we just don't know what others are going through or the hard time that they're having. Just a little bit extra love and kindness, especially around the holidays. The holidays are hard for people, you know? Yeah, that was weird. I get spammy accounts like that from people all the time that have no lives or people that pay to have black magic on people or people that are pooping in jars and burying it in their backyard when they should be worried about their low budget struggling makeup company. Maybe they should worry about that instead of coming in here and troll names with their friends. Because I know you watch, I know you look at everything. I know that you were sad and alone in your 10,000 square foot mansion that no one wants to hang out with you in because you lost all your friends over a guy you were dating for 17 days that dumped your ass and started dating someone else a month after you lost all your friends over a scammer. So, Miss Ma'am, if you feel the need to continue to come into my chat with spam accounts and having your friends do that, go ahead. If that's what you need to do because your life is so sad and pathetic that you have to do that in my chat, knowing that no one's fucking with you and no one has fucked with you in over a year, go ahead, feel free. It really does not bother me. And you know me well enough to know that I'm unfazed and unbothered. I don't care. So Miss Jennifer, with the failing, decrepit, declining, going out of business makeup company that has moldy ass lipstick and separating products, that bitches and complains that she can't afford to pay her bills and she can't afford to pay her employees, but yet she pays over $10,000 a month for a home, and she has 2 cars and lives a lavish luxury style lifestyle. Then continue to go ahead. But I think that you need to worry more about your low budget struggling makeup company than you do me. So leave me the fuck alone. Okay? Okay, now that we've gone back from that commercial break, since this person's here and wants acknowledgement, so I had to acknowledge that decrepit, big backed, bad built, ugly bleach job haired bitch. Okay? Okay. I just needed to put that out there. I just needed to put that out there. Tanya, you know who it is. Oh, well, the makeup's low budget, but the price tag was expensive. You should see some of the shit that she's trying to sell now. Oh, Lord. Temu brushes. That's all I'm gonna say. Temu brushes for high dollar. For high dollar. High dollar. There she is again, commenting with her little friends. Girl, I don't care. You're sad. Go live your life. Go travel the world. Go do something else other than worrying about me. Like, go do something. Oh, yep. I'm sure you've seen it. Didn't we talk about it? I can't remember. I've talked about it with a couple people because it was laughable. Okay, let's get back into the cards for Lisa since I had to go off on a tangent about someone. It says, let it out and let it flow, and to not hold anything in. I think a lot of times, like, people hold so much in and we just have to release it and not like stress ourselves about it. I will, Nancy. I'm gonna continue to tell her because no one talks about her. No one thinks about her. She is not on any of our radars, but we live rent free in this bitch's mind. Me and my friends live rent free. Valeria, if you want to send me a DM, I'll tell you exactly who it is. I have no problem. I'm just not going to mention her name on here because that's what she wants. She wants to be like, see, she's talking about me. Like, bitch, no. We know that you're paying people for black magic against us, and we know you're shitting in jars and burying it in your fucking backyard. Fucking loser. Fucking loser. That's exactly what she is. A loser with no friends. A loser with no friends that no one likes, and she has no genuine relationships. That's why she's sad and alone. Okay, moving on. The last card in the star box for Lisa. Oh, here we go. Maybe my ex-friend can take this too. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. Okay, let go and let God, girl. It's time to move on. Okay, get a fucking life, loser. That's what I think about her. Okay, heaven messages. Abhorrent is what abhorrent is what she is charging for those brushes. Low budget brushes. Low budget. Okay, the 3 heaven cards for Lisa is I am so much better now. We are soulmates. Soulmates isn't always relationship. It isn't always lovers. Your soulmate could be, it's just someone that your souls match together so perfectly like puzzle pieces. It could be a mother and child. It could be a son and a daughter. It could be a significant other. It could be a brother, a sister, a cousin, a friend. You know, it could be a good girlfriend. You know, it could be a good Judy. It could be, you know, all that kind of stuff. If anyone can answer Kathy, if anyone could type that out real quick so I don't have to like keep going over it. I don't mind, but I want to make sure I'm getting through the readings and not getting sidetracked. Super, super, super. I love you, Kathy. I would take the time to clarify. I'll go off on a tangent, girl. Yes. The payment options are below. Each box is $5. There's star, there's heaven, and there's a moon box. Okay, you don't have to buy all of them. You don't have to buy all of them. It's totally up to you. It's just $5 hairs per box that you want to read from. And then this card says, if I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. One thing I've noticed, like when I'm doing private readings for people, is they don't share a lot of regrets, but since they have this like higher acknowledgement of self-awareness, I think that they all kind of have that like broad, like I would have done things a little differently had I known this. But I think that we all kind of have that in some way, shape, or form. Like, oh, if I knew that was going to turn out like that, I wouldn't have done that at all. You know what I mean? Okay. And then the moon messages for Lisa. We got an upside downer. Okay, we have two upside downers. So we're going to read the right side upper first. This one says, take time and contemplate your decisions. This next one that's upside down says, it's time to give rather than take. I don't want to explain it like that. I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. It doesn't mean that you're a take person. It just means that right now, what's meant for your heart and what's meant for your path is to be a giver and not a receiver. Okay, and then this card that is upside down says, do not be stale. It's time to take action. So if you're feeling stagnant, if you're not sure, like, should I go for this? Should I not go for this? Take this as a green light to propel forward, and it is your time to take action. Okay, let me read the comments. Yes, thank you guys for helping. I appreciate it. Because listen, y'all can tell I have severe ADHD, and I'll just go choo 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 choo. And then I got crazy people coming in here. I got stalkers coming in here. People that wanted to mess with court cases coming in here. But she don't want to talk about that, does she? Even though I have all those texts. Or someone that wanted or had me commit a felony for her, and I didn't know I was committing a felony until after I did it. Which, poo-poo on me, egg on my face. I should have known better. But I trusted her because she was my friend, and when she asked me to help her with something, I didn't know I was committing a crime. But I was committing it very, very like this. She had me report something that I didn't know that. I don't even remember why she couldn't do it, to be honest with you. She just asked me to help her, so I helped her. And that's why. Because she's a low-down, dirty-ass bitch and didn't care about putting me in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, I just don't like that. I just don't like that in people. That's not your friend. Okay, Gen H. We are back on Gen H. Okay. Jen, your 3-star cards are as followed. Trust what you need is there. This is very hard for me personally sometimes, and I have to remind myself that everything that I need right now I have, because there's always like something that we want, or something like, oh, I wish I could do this, or I wish I had this to do X, Y, and Z, or just whatever. And I feel like we have to trust and rely that what we have is exactly what we need in the time that we need it, and everything else will fall into place on its own. This says, you are a breath of fresh air. You are a breath of fresh air. Sometimes we don't think highly enough of ourselves, and yes, you are enough. Speaking of being enough, this card says that you are worthy, and aim high and to believe in yourself, because you are a breath of fresh air, sunshine. Yes, you are. Okay. Let me make sure I'm reading all the messages. I believe so. Okay. The next one are your heaven messages, right? Oh no, you only paid me for one, but I'll just give you the heaven messages anyway. Who cares? Okay, it says, we are still connected. And it says, you are never alone. And this says, I am here helping you. I wish that you guys knew how much your loved ones still come around you. Like when I do private readings for people, like they show me all the time how much they come around you, other loved ones, how they use their energy to send you signs, to communicate with you. I wish I know like I need to practice what I preach. I'm trying. Um, I cannot stress this enough. Talk to your loved ones that have passed. They love it. They love the acknowledgement. They love, okay, Kathy. So I would like stars in heaven. Oh, I would like stars in heaven since my mom recently went away. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kathy. I'm so sorry for your loss, my dear. I lost my mom about 12 and a half years ago, so I completely understand. When I get to you, I might have to ask you which one you want again, but I'll try to remember you want stars in heaven. Okay. Let's see. The next person, or I'll just do yours really quick, Catherine, because I'm on Cash App right now, so I'll just do yours really quick, and then I'm going to move to something else. Okay. You want stars and heaven. So your star messages, Kathy, are going to be everything is as you've created. Oh, sorry. Everything is as you've created it to be. Every lesson that you have in life will fall into place. That's this card. I think these cards are so pretty. Like I love like the patterns that it has on it, like the celestial kind of patterns. I just think they're so pretty. Okay. And then this card, this card says, feel anything you need to feel, grieve and release. I hate that, but I feel like maybe you needed to really hear that. It's so grief is so hard, and I feel like you never get over it. You just kind of get through it. And Kathy, I'm sure you weren't here for like the beginning of the live. I don't want to go off on a tangent about it again because I will talk about it for forever. But in the beginning of my live, I started talking about how our loved ones would want us to live, and they want to look down and see us thriving and living life for them and through them because we're a legacy to them. We are part of them. So maybe that might be a good little message for you to hear. Wow, I so needed to hear this. Thank you. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. If someone has passed and you are relieved that they are no longer living, would that person come through in a private reading? Depending on the circumstances, yes. For example, like especially if it's something positive, like granted, I did not want to lose my mother. There's no part of me that wanted to lose my mother. When she passed, I had a sense of relief, not for me, but for her, because my mom was suffering with cancer for so long. So I was relieved for her. She's going through a lot, right? At the end of her life, she was going through a lot. And she had fought for years I don't want to talk about it. She had fought for years for such a long time. So there was a big part of me that I was relieved for her. You know, I didn't want her to go, but I was relieved for her. So if it's something like that, then definitely, like, of course they can come through, yeah. But if it's like, I hated that motherfucker, I'm glad they're dead, then probably they won't come through. I would hope not. I would hope not. Okay, don't make me cry, okay? All right, who's making me cry? Katrina's making me cry, okay? No, it's okay. I just miss my mom a lot. I miss my mom a lot. Yes, I needed to hear that. I don't know if you're wanting to possibly do a private reading, Kathy, but maybe doing a private reading where we can connect with your mom again might do your heart some good, might have some confirmation and some relief. It's totally up to you. My mom had leukemia for 7 years and she didn't want to tell us. I could imagine. I would. It's more negative. Okay. It's hard. It's hard. Okay. But this card is saying for you to feel and to release. Okay. And then this next card, it says you are not limited by anything. Okay. You're not limited by anything. In all aspects of life, you have no limitations. I understand. Listen, my mom's been gone for 12 and a half years and I still cry, obviously. Okay, let's get some good heaven messages, okay? Okay. Okay, Kathy, don't cry, okay? Don't cry. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't cry, okay? The first card says, I have no pain. The second card says, life is a series of choices and to choose with love. And the last card says, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You're going to be okay. Don't be afraid. I promise it's going to be okay. It's just something that we have to get through, and we need to live our lives the best that we can so the people that are watching us from above can look down with happiness and see that we're doing good. Okay. And that comes with time. That comes with time. But if you want to maybe look into getting a private reading so we can connect with your mom when you're ready, when you feel ready, when you feel like you can do it, then definitely let me know. Okay. And, or if you're having any questions about it, send me a DM. Betrina, I have had some not so nice people come through, so it is a possibility. I can't guarantee who would or would not come through, but it could be possible. Yes. 50-50 shot. It's really hit or miss. They choose. I don't. You're so welcome, Kathy. You're so welcome. I'm so sorry you're having a hard time. I truly am. I promise you'll be okay though. I promise you will be okay. It's hard, but you will be okay. I promise. Okay. All right. The next person, we are going to go over to this list real quick, and then we're going to go shoot right back over to PayPal because I know that there was a couple people over there. Okay. We are going to do Mary C, Michelle C, and then Michelle O. Mary C, Michelle C, and then Michelle O. Y'all gotta have some different names, dang it. You guys are killing me. Whenever you're ready, Kathy, whenever you're ready. Okay, Mary C. Mary C is gonna get all three. Okay, Mary C, your star cards are as follows. Oh, we got an upside downer. We got an upside downer. Okay. Okay, your first card says enjoy where you are and relish in the moment. Take a minute to enjoy what you do have going on, the abundance that you have around you. Listen, the things that we have is someone else's wish and desire. Okay, so we have to be thankful for that. Just take a moment and just make a mental audit of what you have going on and just take a moment to be thankful for it. The next card says, believe in your power to manifest. So manifesting is like asking the universe, asking God. You can ask your spirit guide. You can ask the universe, like I said. That's inviting what you want to come into your life, right? Whatever, like say like if you want a new job, like I'm ready for that new job. I'm asking the universe to open up close the door on this and open up a window over here. I'm ready for that chance to prove myself. Like just however you want to word it. It's just asking so you can receive and being open to it. And then also too, it's kind of like claiming it already, that it's already yours, like it already belongs to you. Thank you for answering my questions. I don't have PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. No problem. Well, for the private readings, it's through PayPal, but you put your credit card in there because you were asking me about private reading stuff. So if you book a private reading, it says PayPal, but you put your credit card in there. I don't see it. It has no part of me. It's the payment's just taken by PayPal. I use PayPal for the payment. So that's what it is. But you put your card information in there. You should be sorry. You guys all have the same name. Okay. Mary, you're right there. Okay, Mary. We're doing yours right now. And then your upside downer card, Mary. You have an upside downer. It says, oh, it says you are a bright energy. If you've been feeling dull a little bit, it could be now or it could be coming. So I don't know if you're feeling a little now, like your light's not so bright and you're not shining super bright, or maybe in the next month or so, if you're feeling like a little you got to get yourself out of it, dig yourself out of it, put that pep back in your step so we can turn this card right side up, because you are bright. You shine very bright. Your energy is very infectious. You have good energy. I can tell that you do. I can tell that you, as long as you've gotten some sleep, you have good energy. Okay, and then your heaven cards are, if I can grab a third one here, that would be helpful. This card says that I have become one of your guides. I do have a little bit of a problem with this card. They are not your real guide. Do they help guide you? Yes. Are your past loved ones there for you? Yes, absolutely. Do they try to protect you and open up doors of opportunity for you and help guide you and be there for you and support you still from, wherever it is that you think that they are? Yes. But are they your guide? No. Does that make sense? I have been feeling blah. The holidays get me depressed. No, okay. So see, the universe is telling you not to do that. So you need to completely shift. Don't do the blah. Sometimes I have noticed that when I'm having a hard time, I try to do something nice for someone else. And tomorrow, actually, my boyfriend doesn't know this yet, but he is going to take me to Walmart because I need to get a few things anyway. I've been seeing something that I possibly want to get for Mason, but I want to look at it first because I can't decide between two. So I want to look at the one that they have in store versus the one online. Anyway, they have the angel tree back. So the angel tree at Walmart is a tree where there is a child of any age, and they fill out a paper of things that they would like for Christmas because their parents aren't able to get it for them, or whoever they're with, or they could be a foster child, something like that. So I'm going to go pick someone from the angel tree, and I'm going to go do angel tree tomorrow. I'm not someone that has a lot of money or anything like that, but I'm going to try my best to go do something kind. And that's what I enjoy to do. I like to, anytime I'm feeling down, I try to do something a little kind for someone else. You could buy a coffee for someone. You can say a prayer for people. That's free. You could do angel tree if you could afford to do angel tree. You could make a donation. Hell, you could go to your, I've went to the electric company before. I found $100 and I went to the electric company before, and I went in there, and I was current on my bill at the time. So I was okay. So I went up to mine literally has a drive-through window. So I was like, hey, I went and I parked. I'm like, hey, this is a little bit weird, but do you know someone that's really frequently behind or struggling? Are you aware of an account like that, or a couple accounts where I could put 50 here and 50 here? And she said, I know just the people that really need some help. So I took that $100 and I put it right on there. I put it on 2 accounts. I gave them each $50, and it made me feel so good. It made me feel so good. And not like, oh, I'm the best person in the world, I did something great, but not like that. It made me feel so good knowing that little bit of relief, that little bit of blessing is helping someone else. And I think that that's really important. So if you're feeling down, sometimes the best thing to do is to help someone else. Okay. And then your third card, it says death is painless, and please don't hold on to any, oh my God, the hiccups. Please don't hold on to any worry or guilt. A lot of times people ask me how death feels. I don't know how it feels, obviously. Hopefully I won't ever know anytime soon. But what I have seen is a lot of times it's so peaceful. They're not there for it. Their soul and their spirit leaves their body way before the body expires. So please don't ever worry about like anything like that. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mary. I'm so sorry. I don't want to start crying. I don't even want, I just know that I'm so sorry because if I think about that, I'm going to start crying because I have a son. I'm just anybody that loses their child. My heart just, I can't do it. My heart hurts so bad. Don't feel bad though. You're not bothering me or anything like that. It's just, I just don't want to think about it because I'll start to cry again. Okay. Okay, your moon cards. This first card says that any conclusions you are looking for are within reach. So if you have any questions, again, this could be past, present, or future. Just know that things are going to come to a close. Oh, you do have an upside down, or you do have another one. You do have another one, so we're going to leave that last. And it's the second one says you need to show the world the real you and to be authentic. Do not ever dole your shine for nobody, not one person. You do not dole your shine for anybody. And then the card that was upside down that says confidence is the key to success. Maybe if you're not feeling super, super, super confident right now, fake it till you make it, girl. Fake it till you make it. Sometimes it's just what you got to do. My son died tragically in a horrific car accident, so it's good to know he didn't suffer. I promise you, like, it's so quick for them. They've showed me so many times. It's like they're here and then they're gone. I'm so glad that you got that card. I see. This is why I'm glad I do this because I feel like it's just so many times when I do this, it's like you guys hear things that you really, really, really need to hear. And I like that you guys get that relief. You guys get that confirmation. You get that like, okay, it's going to be okay. You know what I mean? Like just sometimes we just need someone else to tell us it's going to be okay. You know, we can tell ourselves that, but when someone else tells us, it's like, oh, okay, and it will be okay. Oh, Kathy, if you're still over here, Kathy, Tanya said that she knows how you're feeling and that her prayers are with you. Tanya did lose her mom recently as well. So Tanya definitely understands and you are in Tanya's prayers for sure. Can you see when someone is about to die? I have seen death on people a good amount of times. I have signed Sean up for anything and everything for Christmas. I'm not going to have exactly. And that's why I love to do Angel Tree. I love to do Angel Tree. I love to do Angel Tree. I mean, I had many Christmases where it wasn't great, you know, and I just remember being a child and going through that, and I could not imagine like, oh, see, you guys are gonna make me cry again. I could not imagine how that must have made my mom feel. I don't want anybody to go through that. You know what I mean? Like I as a mom, I just can't. As a child, you know, I just remember how it felt and stuff. So I encourage everyone to go do Angel Tree. Go do it. Oh, Tanya, do you know? Oh, Tanya, text me USPS. Text me USPS. Text me that like right now. And then when I'm done, I'll text you the thing that I'll text. It's a thing that you may or may not know. But text me USPS and I will remember to text you this after, or I'll text you back after all this. But you text me first. Okay. Michelle C. And then we're going to do Michelle O. Michelle C. Okay, I got your text. Just give me some time. I'll probably like be laying in bed later and stuff like that, but I'll do it. Okay, Michelle C. We're going to do your star cards. And thank you guys for being so patient with me and hanging out with me because I know that I ramble. I know I go off on a tangent and I know I go off on a commercial break and I just can't help it. I have so much things to say. I have so many things to say. I have so much in my brain. Okay. Oh, shit. We got an upside downer. We got another upside downer. Michelle C. I almost said the wrong Michelle. Michelle C. I had to look down. We have an upside downer. It's okay. We're going to get through it together. I'm going to hold your hand through it. Okay. Michelle C., your first card, your star cards. Where's Michelle at? Raise your hand, Michelle. I do give back from my little small business on. Oh, I love that. I love that. What's your small business? I love that. Girl, I'm a small business too. I'm a little microscopic business. I'm a little dot. Okay. Michelle C. Michelle C. It is 2:29, just in case Michelle C. is not here. It says, the way is clear. Make sure you take the path. The second card is, your life is an expression of you, and to make sure that you live it to the fullest. And your upside down card, Michelle C. This is talking about your path too. Your first card was talking about your path. Your third card here is talking about making sure that you're following the correct path. Again, it is upside down. So just make sure. Oh, Michelle, you're here. Yes. Okay. Make sure, Michelle, that in the future, coming months, unless it's here right now, make sure that whatever path you're taking is right for you. Don't second guess yourself a million times. Go with your gut. Go with what your gut tells you. Make sure you trust yourself. Us women, especially, we have such strong intuition. We are not going to lead ourselves astray. You have to not only just think with your heart, but think with your head. Okay. And I think we're going to be okay. Okay. Your heaven messages are. Your first one says, we have been together in dreams. I will elaborate on dreams in just a moment. This one says, I was met by so many loving people, and they absolutely are. They're greeted by people. They're taken from here and brought up. They're so well taken care of. And your third card says, I watch over you every day. Okay, which is absolutely true. I see that stuff all the time. I want to make a quick little comment about dreams, because I get asked this all the time. I did make a video on my YouTube about it. When you have a true visitation, okay, a true visitation, it takes a lot of energy for them to do so. A true visitation would be if you have a very, very, very small exchange of words. If maybe you guys are just looking at each other, maybe they just pass by in a room, maybe you just see them sitting in a corner. It's a very, very, very small, shorter type of interaction, more than likely. That is a true visitation. A subconscious dream about someone that has passed away is something where you're walking through the mall, or you're swimming in a pool, or you're eating at a restaurant and you're having lengthy conversation. That really isn't a true visitation. That's more of subconscious, because by the time they can actually get to you in their dreams, it takes so much energy for them to be able to do that. And they're not going to have the energy to walk the mall with you. They're not going to have the energy to have a 5-minute conversation. It's going to be something very short. It's going to be more brief. It's going to be a very calmer, subtle, they're just there type of situation most of the time. And that's what a true visitation in a dream would be like. Okay. And then Michelle, your moon cards are, if I can take them apart, that would be fantastic. Okay, your moon. Oh, we got an upside downer again. Michelle, what do you have going on? Okay, your first card says a new cycle is beginning. Your second card is surrender to the universe. So just make sure that whatever happens, you're like, okay, I'm going to take it. I'm going to embrace it, and we're going to get through it. We're going to enjoy it, whatever it is, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. It's going to be okay, baby. It's going to be fine. And your upside downer. Okay. Your upside downer says hold your vision. This card means to make sure that you stand strong in your conviction, and make sure that you are always doing what feels right to you. Not for other people, but what feels right for you, what's for the best for you. Can they mess with electronic devices? Yes, absolutely. My unplugged vacuum went off not too long ago during this live, and everyone heard it say hello. 100% they drain electronics. They use that energy. That happens very, very, very often. That's like the go-to. Okay, Michelle. Okay, you have heaven cards. Michelle's heaven cards are: there is no time where I am, time is only on earth. This is so true. I don't know. I've said this for years. I don't know what the exchange of time is, but our time and their time is not the same. It's not the same. I feel like a month for us might be like a day for them or something. I don't know what the exchange is, but I just know it's so off. It's so unbalanced. I don't have anyone I can call or text or ask, or I would have. But yes, this is 100% true. This card says, please do not carry any guilt. Please do not carry any guilt. And this card says, as a soul, I can be in several places at once. I truly believe that because I've seen how they've showed me during private readings where it's like, I'm here, but I'm up here, but I'm down here watching, or I'm going to go visit this person. They're able to move around. I don't know how they do it, but they do. I don't know how to explain it, but they are forever using their energy for doing things for them, visiting, all of the above. Okay, and then we have, last but surely not least, we have Madeline C. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just saw your voice memo. I'm so sorry. I saw your memo on it. I saw it after. I won't say your name on here. No one knows who you are. No one knows who you are, I promise. And then, girl, no one knows who I am. No one knows me. Okay, and then the last person is going to be Annette L. Annette L. I always try to just at least say like the last initial of the letter because there's so many names that repeat. So I just want to make sure that we're getting the correct person. Okay. The person that only wanted the moon deck. You know who you are. You know who you are. Oh my God, we have another scammer. Goodness. Y'all. I'm so sorry, guys. I hate that this happens, but I try to block it as soon as I see it. Thank you so much. That makes perfect sense. I needed that more than you know. I'm so happy that everything fell into place for you to get those messages that you needed. Okay. The person that just wanted moon cards, wherever you are. Okay. Your 3 moon cards are, oh, you got an upside down or over here. Okay, right now is a time for healing and for self-love. Is your first card. We're gonna get your upside down later. Your second card says to make sure that you're looking at a bigger picture. And it says below here that when you're making decisions, make sure you're looking at a bigger picture. And again, this could be past, present, or something coming along in the future. Just make sure that you're looking at the whole enchilada. You know what I'm saying? Not just the taco meat, the whole enchilada. Okay, and then your upside downer, where'd it go? Here it is. Okay, it's gonna make me a little sad. But your upside down card says that you are good enough. If you might be right now having a little time, a little thought here and there that you're not good enough, we need to stop that. If it's something that's going to be coming in the future, we need to stop that. You are more than good enough. You are beautiful. What does she say? You are smart. You is kind. What is the movie? The Help, right? I think. You is smart. You is kind. You are so worthy. You are so good enough. Please don't ever think that you're not good enough. I'm dealing with self-worth right now. Yes, see, exactly. And it's upside down. It was your upside downer. And it says you are good enough. And it was upside down. So you're having a time period where you're not feeling good enough. You are good enough. You're 100% good enough. I know. We all go through that sometimes. I hate that. Listen, we just need someone else to tell us that we're loved, we're smart, we're okay, we're good enough. You are absolutely good enough. 110% absolutely good enough. Hi, Tortuga. Okay. And then the last person is Annette L. Annette L. Annette L. I'm trying to start new with new friends and a new job, but it's hard. It is, but you know what though? Like embrace the change. For me, that's hard to say because I'm not a person that really likes change a lot. I like routine, but I also like change every now and then. And um, I would say embrace it. I would say um, be cautiously optimistic, make the right decisions, make smart decisions, be open to making new friends, new opportunity. Just soak it in, stand in it, see how it feels. Like just take it all in. Make sure you make good decisions for you and just know above anything else, you deserve it. You're good enough, you're smart enough, you're beautiful, you're kind. Your self-worth is so important. It's so important. Everybody's self-worth is so important. We're all good enough, damn it. We're all, even if society or the world or some stupid ex-boyfriend or some dumbass deadbeat ex-husband says that you're not good enough or you're not pretty enough, fuck those motherfuckers. Fuck them all. Fuck every single one of them. Every single person that says that we're not fucking good enough, or anybody said that we're not smart enough, or blah 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 blah. Fuck them. Fuck them all to fuck anybody that's rude to me. Okay. Could I pay for my friend still? If you want to do it quickly, yes. If you want to, that's perfectly fine. But just please do it now because you're my last. You're my last one. Well, no, she would be my last. You'd be my second to last. And then I want to talk about some waffle stuff real quick. And then, yeah. Thank you. I needed to hear that as well. You're so welcome. I listen, like, I go through the same shit y'all go through. Like, people look at me all the time. They're like, oh, you're so strong. You're so this. I am very strong. But trust me, I have my moments where I'm not. Like, I feel like for me, I'm very good at like letting myself feel it for a minute. And then I just hit this wall. I hit this threshold with my emotions. I'm like, all right, okay, I'm a bad bitch. The bad bitch is back. Okay. We're gonna take care of business. You know what I mean? That was supposed to crack. It didn't crack. But pretend I'm cracking. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm ready to rock and roll then. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm with you on that. Exactly. I'm in my fucking era too. I completely get it. I'm in my screw this era too. I completely get it. I think someone else just sent me a payment somewhere else. Oh, Katrina, I got yours. Okay. All right, Katrina, we're gonna add you to the list too. But that's exactly how I feel. Like the world is hard enough on us. The world is, God, it sucks sometimes. Like just people are just so gross and evil and stuff like that. Like, the comments on social media, the way people talk about each other, jump to conclusions and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's just bleh. People suck sometimes. People just suck sometimes, you know? Okay. All right. We're gonna do Batrina's cards after this too. And then hold on. Let me make sure. Annette. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think. Are you can I do your reading while you're working on that, or are you not in here at the moment? I just need to know if you're still in here. I didn't know if you left the page to go make a payment for your friend. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to make sure I didn't start reading your cards. I might skip you for a moment. Let me, Annette, I'm going to come back to you just in case you might not be in here. And I'm going to do, Batrina, I'm going to do your card polls for the three card piles. I'm going to pull your cards right now. Okay. Okay, Batrina, I'm gonna do yours real quick while we're waiting on Annette. I think Annette's gonna come back in. I think she's purchasing the card readings for a friend of hers real quick. Okay, so Batrina, we're gonna do yours. Mm. So good. Okay, Batrina, you're still in here. Did you guys see the lights flicker? It just went. It happens to me all the time. It happens around me. It happens to me. Okay, Batrina, your star cards say, oh, you got an upside downer too. You got an upside downer too. Okay. Oh, you might have some past life regression that you need to get through. This card is saying that there is past life emotions that are still living inside of you. You might have some past life regression that you need to get through. Past life regression is, that's okay. A lot of people have had some upside downers. I don't really pull cards for me, but girl, I probably have some upside downers too. I'm gonna be airing myself out. Past life regression means that it's energy from your past lives that you have carried with you and you still have on you right now. This card says that, this was the upside downer. I'm sorry. We're going to do that one last. We're going to do the upside downer last. This card says, make sure that you're walking in your own journey that suits you best. Okay. It is essential to stay on your own path. Okay. So make sure that you're making decisions that, I mean, granted, like if you have kids and stuff like that, yes, you have to take that in consideration. Adulting that you have to take in consideration, but make sure that you're not doing a disservice to yourself. Okay. Make sure that you're doing good for you. And then your upside down card, we're going to check that out. Okay. All right. I don't know if maybe you might have some little emotions going on right now too, or if this might be something that we're looking off in the distance in the future coming in. But it's this card says that you are your greatest gift, and it's upside down. So I feel like you're not feeling so great about yourself right now too. So I don't know if this is right now or if this is something that's coming. But if you're having a down moment right now, or you might have a down moment that's it's not letting you send it. I'm not sure why. If you want to try another payment method, you can. Totally up to you. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really know. But if you're having a down moment right now, or if you have one coming in the future, just know that you are a gift. I'm gonna tell you the same thing I just told the other. You is smart. You is kind. I need to rewatch that movie. Okay, you haven't spoken to your mom in a year. Maybe it might be time to reach out. Forgiveness isn't always for that person, it's for you. It's for you to not carry that burden anymore. Okay, let's look at your heaven messages. I think it's just on her end with PayPal. Maybe it's because she already made a payment, but it should allow you to do another. It's PayPal. Maybe close it and refresh. You will not. Okay. I mean, totally up to you. I don't know the circumstances. But whatever makes you feel less burdened is what you should do. Whatever makes you feel less burdened is what I would implore you to do, because you have to take care of yourself first. Okay. Your heaven cards. The first card says, tears will cleanse your soul. I really think that tears just kind of help you just work through it. For me, I'm not like a big crier, even though I cry live all the time. You know what? You know what makes me cry? Like things that I think of that are sad, and hurtful to me, that stuff makes me cry. But like when it comes to like stress or adulting and stuff like that, I hold it in and hold it in and hold it in. And then when I finally like cry, it's more out of like frustration And once I have it come out, I just feel like such a release. So don't be afraid to cry, even though like I'm kind of in that boat. Let me check real quick. I only have the one payment right now. I only have the one. I'm not sure if you have Cash App or Venmo. That could be a possibility. I PayPal is finicky, finicky. So I don't want to piss them off. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a business account with them, but they're a little finicky. They're a little finicky. They're a little stuck up sometimes. Okay. Okay, your second heaven message is I see all of your thoughts. I feel like people don't really realize sometimes how aware the dead are of what's going on in our life. Like currently what's going on in their life. I wish I could help more in that. I promise, I would, but I'm not sure what to do. They're so aware, even if it's something that they're not physically seeing, it's like they just know. They know what's going on in our lives. And then this third card, it says you have nothing to feel guilty about. So if you have any guilt, do not have none of that. Okay. And then your next three cards. Oh, you have another upside downer. It's okay. We're going to get through it together. All right. Patrina, you have another upside downer. Okay. Okay, when you send it, let me know and I'll double check it for you. Okay, Batrina, your moon cards. I'm gonna leave your upside downer for last. Prosperity lies ahead. Okay, you got good abundance coming in for you. You have good coming. Okay. The second card is nothing is yet set in stone. So if there's things that are happening right now or maybe happening in the future that you're not wanting to go that certain way, there's always time for change. Nothing set in stone. Things can always change. And your third card, the one that's upside down, is, this one says to work through your fears. So if you're having anything holding you back that you have apprehension on, you're like, I don't know if I want to do that, or I don't know if I should, or is this the time, or I'm not sure. Don't be scared. Do what you got to do. Do not be scared. Do not fret. It will be okay. Propel yourself forward by any and all means necessary. Okay, Annette, if you can hear me, Tanya said sometimes you have to log out completely and then log back in because it's an anti-fraud thingy. So it's like an anti-fraud feature. I could definitely see that being something that PayPal does. PayPal is finicky, like I was saying, but it's a good service, but it's finicky. All signs point to my mother. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. You don't know me. I'm a fretter. Do you mean like you fret like over things? Oh my God, you guys want to know something funny? My mom, and this was before Twitter came out. This was before my mom was a trendsetter. Okay. She was ahead of her time. Maybe she had some psychic in her too. I don't know. Okay. But my mom, when anyone got like upset about something or got like uppity, she would call it getting Twitter pated. She's like, this person's all Twitter pated. And I'm like, huh? And she was saying that ever since I was a kid. And then also too, y'all, my mom, my mother, my small little Mexican mother, we were in Walmart one time and I will never forget. We were in Walmart and my mom stopped dead in her tracks. And when I say my mom came like to a complete stop, she was walking towards the checkout. So my mom was on a mission. She wanted to get the hell out of Walmart because back in the day, those Walmart lines, oh Lord, that was a fight. Okay. So my mom was making a beeline to the registers and she stopped dead in her tracks and she went, those motherfuckers stole that from me. And I'm like, what? And she goes, this. I've been doing this for years. They stole this from me. This should have been my idea. Right? My mom always had like the desire to want to like create something or invent something, like to be like an entrepreneur, and uh my mom was looking at a box and it was a Snuggie. And if you guys remember the Snuggie, okay, the Snuggie was like, okay, I've had a blanket in my lap the whole entire time. Okay, this is one of Mason's blankets from when he was younger, so it's still really, really, really big. It's under me. It's like twin size blanket. It's really big, right? So my mom, when I was a kid, my mom used to always take her robe and she would put on backwards and she would put it on. So she had like her warmth. This was before throws and blankets were super popular where everyone had them on their couches, right? She would put it on and she would have her arms through and she would be doing her little word search or her crosswords, watching, TV or flipping a magazine or looking at an old cookbook or something like that and looking through. My mom was pissed. My mom was so livid that she did not come up with the Snuggie because she had been doing it for years. And I understand. I get where she was coming from. I would have been pissed too. Oh my god, my mom thought of Pampers for boys and for girls. My dad told her it was a dumb idea. Like 5-ish years later, they came out with boys. And yes, yes. For boys, definitely, it would be like really good to have a little bit different of a diaper, just because the urine goes different from girls in diapers. I've noticed. I don't have a daughter, but I feel like it just kind of like collects in different areas. You still have your Snuggie? Oh my god. See, my mom was so pissed about the Snuggie because she was she was more mad about like the fact that like, she didn't invent it, but like she's been doing it for years, but she was also pissed because she said that like my mom back in the day, granted, I'm not that much, I'm only 36, but like back when I was a kid, even things were made so much better quality, right? So my mom, when she would have her robes, they were thick, nice, soft, like a good robe. But the Snuggie was so thin. I know that there were some that were better well, the original Snuggie, the Snuggie brand one, I feel like was better quality. And then like after the Snuggie was at like the height of popularity, there was a lot of people that did like the knockoff Snuggie. So I feel like that quality like got less and less and less. And then those like blankets were like, I don't want to say like super thin, but they were on the thinner side. They weren't as plush and thick as as a regular Snuggie. So, you know. I do the same when you're on the yes, that's what I'm saying. I actually saw some robes the other day when I was in Target with my boyfriend. And I was touching some like women's robes and I was like, oh, I was like, oh, these are so soft. They're so thick and plush. It's really nice, right? I don't really need a robe around here. I probably wouldn't really use it because I have blankets like everywhere. Um, but I was like, oh, I'm just curious how much that is because it's like really nice. And it was Target. And look at our economy. We got inflation going on everywhere, right? And I was surprised. I think it was like $35 and not on sale, just like regular. It was like $35. And I said, oh, wow, I'm shooketh at the price. I thought it would at least been like 45, maybe even 50 because it was thick, it was long, it was tall, it was big. I do have a robe, but it's not like for cold weather. But it's, I can use it down here in Florida 10 other months out of the year. You can't get it. I don't know I'm not sure what to tell you. I wish I could help. I really, really, really do. I wish I can help. The only other thing I can think of is I can add something onto my calendar really quick for $15 and just have you pay it. And that'll let you do it. I'll do it really quick if you want me to. Let me see. I'll do it for you very, very, very quickly. See, look at me, a kind giver. No, I was kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, let me see if I can log in, if it'll let me do it. Use that. Hello, there we go. If it'll let me log in, it does all these like millions of security checks, which is fine. I like that it is careful for me. Okay, let me create something really quick, and we will just take care of it for you real quick. I'll just put it under your name. All right, guys, hang with me for just a moment. Okay. I think I just got it. Hold on. I think I just got it. Maybe I don't have to do this. Okay, hold on. I wouldn't have minded doing it. I got it, Annette. I got it. Whatever magic you just did. Okay, Annette, let's do your reading. We are gonna do Annette's reading. Oh my God, I just remembered my boyfriend has his uniform in the dryer and I need to go turn it back on and fluff his clothes. Okay, I'm remembering something I have to do after this. Don't let me forget. Yes, a nice thick. Oh, you know what? Kohl's is a really good place that has robes. That's actually where I got my robe from that I have right now. That's actually exactly where the robe came from. It's for your friend Janet. No, don't be sorry. It's okay. I'm going to do your reading and then we'll end with Janet. I don't want to have to go all the way downstairs. I just don't want to have to go all the way downstairs. I'll do it after. It's okay. I'm going to make sure that the dishwasher ran all the way through and everything was good. Sometimes the dishwasher, I noticed, even though it's like a newer dishwasher or pretty new dishwasher, it doesn't do the drying thing. Yes, I have 2 more. Oh, thank you, Tanya. I'll definitely remember if I see it. Now that I'll see it. It's okay, Annette. Don't worry about it. We'll take it out on Janet, okay? We'll take it on Janet. Thank you, Tanya. I got it. Okay. Annette. We're going to do your cards first. You were such a good friend to do that for her anyway. Okay. We got an upside downer for Annette. We have an upside downer. You are very, very, very good at a lot of things, Tanya. Okay. We have an upside downer. We're going to leave that for last. Your first card says to make sure that you're staying the course and that you're moving in the right direction. There's a lot of cards that talk about that, but there's a whole huge stack still that I haven't like pulled from. There's another, I like split it in half. Honestly, if that's the messages that we need to hear, that's the messages that we need to hear. And I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to argue with it at all because that's what we need to hear. Okay. The second card is make sure that you are very clear with your intentions and what you want and to ask the universe for it. So it is literally telling you to make sure that you are manifesting. I don't know. I'm not sure what brand it is. Make sure that you are manifesting. You are asking the universe. You're asking your spirit guides. You're asking heaven. You could ask God. You could ask whoever you want. Okay. You can ask whoever you want. Just make sure that you're asking and inviting in what you want. And then your upside down card is your upside down card says that it's time to do things a little bit differently and go a little bit beyond what you've done before. And it's upside down, so it means that you're either not doing it currently or you're on the path where you won't do it. So when you get that little fork in the road, when you get that little should I or shouldn't I, make sure that you do something a little bit differently. What does it say? What is that saying? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. So make sure that you do things a little bit differently. If you want real change to happen in the future, whatever that might be for, you got to do things a little bit differently. Okay. All right. And your heaven messages are, I pulled them all upside down because I'm a ding dong. It was my time to go. I hate that. I feel like so many people just don't get enough time. That's kind of makes me sad. The second card is that I am with the rest of my family. A lot of times when spirits or when people pass, they're greeted by so much family. Like I've seen it a few times where they just have so many people around them, and it's just so beautiful. And it sucks for us, but it's good for them. You know what I mean? They're probably up there being like, "Sorry, guys." I mean, I've done a couple readings where, oh man, this one spirit was so harsh. He's like, just tell her I'm okay, and she's gonna have to deal with it. I was like, oh my god, yikes! But then I literally told this woman that. She goes, yeah, that's my dad. That's my dad. That's exactly what my dad would say. I'm fine. You're gonna have to deal with it. So I was like, okay, well, as long as you're used to it. And then your third card is there's no such thing as death. Is there physical death of the body? Yes. But are they still somewhere? Yes, because I can communicate with them. Are they still somewhere? Yes, because you can talk to them and they can hear it because they tell me. I mean, they're physically not here, but are they still spiritually and emotionally and mentally here? Yes, in a lot of ways, absolutely. Yes, they are. Okay. And then for your moon cards, you have quite a few here. Okay. Okay. Get it together, Vanessa. Get it together. Okay. Ooh, this card says, what did I say? What did we just say about doing something differently to expect change? This says right here, you are very close to achieving your goal, but to be cautious of making good decisions. You might have to do something a little different. You might have to be a little bold. You might have to be a little extra. But are you extra or are they just basic? It's okay. You can be a little extra. You can be a little. There's nothing wrong being a little extra. I'm a little extra. It's okay. This card says, make sure you take time to take a breath for yourself. And then your last card is the end of a tough cycle is approaching. So if you feel like you're going through it, you're in the trenches a little bit, and you got to dig yourself out, it's going to clear out. Mercury retrograde has to eventually stop. It'll start again, but for right now, you have the cycle coming to an end. Okay, and then we're going to pull cards for your friend Janet, and then we are going to talk about the waffle, and then I'm going to do my boyfriend's laundry. I'm going to finish it in the dryer so I can hang up his uniform and go to bed. Okay. You know what I should do? I should take a sleep gummy now. I should. Let me take a sleep gummy because it's been taking a good 45 minutes to kick in sometimes. Sometimes it's a little sooner, but let me take one now. Let me get it in the system. If any of you guys have a hard time falling asleep, I highly recommend a melatonin gummy. I don't have to take them. I don't always struggle with sleep. Sometimes I go through patterns or phases where I struggle going to sleep. And then sometimes I don't need to take anything or anything like that. And I'm good for months. And then for a few months, I have to take something to help me sleep. I don't know why. I don't like it. But it is what it is. So here we are, nonetheless. I do have Prime. I haven't seen The Help in such a long time. These melatonin gummies are so good. There's tons of different brands, but these ones are pretty good. Okay. Oh my God. I just reminded myself of a Disney movie. I notice I do this sometimes. Um, my ex-husband was funny every now and then. A broken clock is still right twice a day, you know? But he said when I would do this sometimes, I'm like, oh, okay. I would be like looking at something or whatever. It's kind of like just what I do while taking it all in. And he's like, he used to go, Hercules, Hercules. So it's kind of funny. I think about that sometimes. Not him, but I think about the Hercules scene. I never think about him like that. Blech, blech, blech. My ex-husband. Blech. Okay. All right. Janet. We're gonna do Janet's cards, and then we're gonna talk about the waffle. Okay. Janet's star cards. Janet's got an upside downer. Dang it, Janet. Janet, you're not starting out strong here. Okay. Janet, your first card says to make sure that you explore and you create because it's, oh my God. Lord help me. I'm losing the words. It says to make sure that you explore and create because it lights up your soul. The second card says there are things that you hold over you that no longer have power over you. So if there's anything that you are holding on to that you're letting have some power over you, that you could be letting have stress over you, or could be weighing you down or feeling heavy on your chest or on your shoulders, you gotta let that shit go. You gotta just let it go. And your upside downer is okay. Your upside downer is actually a really, really, really good upside downer. Okay. This card talks about having things at your fingertips and having things within grasp that you're wanting. And since this card is upside down, it's more of like a thought of, oh, I don't know if I'm going to have that, but I want it so bad. Or like, oh, I don't know if this is going to happen for me, but it's just right there. You're on the cusp of being very close to things that you're wanting, things that you're desiring. So make sure that you're not being negative about it, so you're not pushing it away. You want to be positive about it. You want to ask the universe for it. You want to manifest it for you. Tell your spirit guides, tell your loved ones, tell the Lord, tell whoever you want to tell, but let them know that you are ready and willing and able to accept and receive abundance and blessing and new opportunities and just anything that you're wanting. Okay. So we got to turn this upside down card right side up because we want to make sure that we're manifesting and being positive and we're not being negative, because sometimes we can block our own blessings. Okay, and then your heaven cards are, the heaven card is, I'm sorry I had to leave you that way. Your second card is, I'm sorry and please forgive me. Maybe you need to hear some and have, or someone needs some forgiveness from you. And then this other card says, remember me by the happy memories that we created. This is actually one of my cards that I really, really, really like, because I feel like a lot of times that people only remember somebody's death. Sometimes it's like when I would think about my mom for so many years, I would think about the last few days of her life in that hospital. And my mom was so much more than those last few days, you know? And I think that sometimes we get so worked up and emotional about their death, obviously, that's what our mind gravitates towards. That's what our mind goes to first, of like, oh my God, she died. And it's like, no, she was so much more than what her death was, you know? So it's hard to try to train your brain into thinking that way initially, but I feel like it's, if you mentally have that in your brain of like, okay, no, I'm not going to wallow about it. I'm going to have a happy thought. So it's kind of like you have to recondition or retrain your brain to think something positive instead of a negative. Okay. And then Janet, your moon cards are going to be, the answers that you are needing are coming in for you soon. The second card is a win-win outcome is in your forecast. Girl, you literally just had star cards telling you that things are at your fingertips. And here you are having another deck. It's literally saying a win-win outcome is in your forecast. So you have some good things coming in for you. And then The third card says to be bold and do not be afraid to make the first move. Mentally, emotionally, and physically. I was just telling you, ask for it, claim it to be yours, take that step, go on the correct path, be bold about it. You have so much good at your fingertips. It's right there. And I just want to make sure that there's no negativity in here to block your blessings. Okay. No negativity to block the blessings. Okay. We did everyone's readings. that was quite a few people. That's quite a few people. Okay. Before we start talking about the waffle, I just want to thank everyone for hanging out with me. I love you guys all. Yeah, ex-husbands, bleh. They are gross, and mine is one of the worst. Like literally one of the worst. It could be worse. It could be worse. I'm just glad he's gone. Honestly, like I tell my friends all the time, like I remember I was saying this earlier, like times where I was going through the trenches. But now looking back, like that whole entire situation of trying to get divorced from this motherfucker, trying to get custody arranged, trying to get child support, while he was ducking and jiving and running away and fled off to pretty much almost another freaking country. You're so welcome, Tina. I love you guys. Thank you, Michelle. I love you guys. While my ex-husband was doing all that and just doing whatever he could to not be responsible or stand up or do the right thing for his child, or even be a dad that even communicates with his child. The last time my ex-husband communicated with my son was mid to late June. The time before that, no, I'm sorry, it was late June or early July. The time before that, the last time he actually sent a text message to Mason was in April, and it was random, and it just said, "Hey, buddy." Before that, the last time he had spoken to our son is December of last year. And the last, yeah, that's the last time. There was one in December when my son actually had an argument with his dad because his dad wouldn't stop talking poorly about me. And he just kind of like had it out with his dad, and his dad literally didn't care and continued to talk poorly about me. And then my son literally told him, "This is why I don't talk to you. This is why I have no relationship with you, because you don't care about me. You show me over and over and over again that you don't love me, that I'm not a priority to you, and you won't respect my wishes of stop talking about my mother." And I was so proud of how he put that together, because I didn't even know about it until the day after. And he came and told me and talked to me about the argument that he had with his dad over text. And then, so that was in December of last year after Christmas, or before Christmas, I'm sorry. But my son has not spoken back to his father in almost a year. And my ex-husband, for years now, he will go 4, 5, 6 months without contacting our son. At this point, it's on deaf ears, and I think that my ex-husband kind of knows that, but whatever. But shit, what was I saying? See, I went off on a tangent again. I don't know what I was saying. But anyway, I love you guys all, and I'm really appreciative when you guys hang out with me. I love and so am thankful for your guys' support. Oh, the waffle. I will get to the waffle. Listen, Chidi does the Lord's work for me. I don't remember nothing. I don't remember anything. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking of doing for the waffle. I'm gonna have 2 different categories. I'm gonna have a category for waffle, where you guys can win a 45-minute mediumship and tarot card reading with me. And then I'm going to have something free. Chidi is on it. She really is. Ugh. I feel like I'm one of Chidi's kids sometimes. She keeps me straight and narrow. I'm like, "Yes, Mom." Okay. And then we're going to have, that's the waffle version. Okay. We're also going to have a free version, and this starts on Sunday. The free version starts on Sunday. Okay. where when you guys do a share, you're going to get an entry. And then also too, when you do a share and you can get someone to come into the chat and follow and say, hey, Chidi brought me here, I'm going to give you guys 2 entries. And that's going to go towards a 20-minute mediumship and tarot card reading with me. So the free one that costs you absolutely nothing but 2 seconds of your time, that is going to go towards a free mediumship, 20-minute mediumship and tarot card reading is the free one, and that starts on Sunday. Tonight, if you guys wanted to start tonight, what I think I'm going to do is for the 45 minute reading for the waffle, okay, I'm going to do it really cheap for everybody. I'm going to do $3 entries. You can buy as many or as little entries as you want. It's totally up to you. If you want to buy 1, okay. If you want to do 0 and just do the free one starting Sunday, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I respect it. I love y'all. I understand. Okay. So whatever y'all want to do. If you know someone that maybe will want a reading and you want to ask them and bring them in and say, hey, Tina M brought me here, then I'm going to give Tina like 2 entries for the free reading. Okay, that's the free one. But for the waffle, we're going to start tonight. It's going to be $3 an entry. I'm going to use the same payment methods. Just make sure that you write waffle down. For every entry, I will literally physically be writing your name down on paper. I'm going to put it in a bowl. I'm going to put it right here in front of you. And we're going to draw a winner on live. And we're going to do that on, we'll do it sometime around let's see. How long do you guys think I should have the waffle going for? I don't want to go for too long, but I also want to be fair and I want to give people time to get in because not everyone's here on the live and, people get paid different times and stuff like that. So what do you guys think? Like a week and a half? What are y'all's thoughts, opinions, ideas? What do y'all think? You tell me. Because I just want to make sure that we're giving ample time and fairness to people, The same as the Black Friday sale week. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I just want to make sure that everyone has the opportunity if they want it. So we'll run that through, let's say December 3rd, which is a Tuesday, which is the Tuesday right after Black Friday. Yes, I will make sure I do the close. I will make sure I do the close. Okay, so if you guys want to get in on the 45-minute waffle, you can start doing that tonight if you would like to. Starting tomorrow, all the readings on my booking website are going to be very, 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 very good discounted. Okay. So if you guys are looking to purchase a reading for yourself, or if you're looking to purchase a reading as a gift, you can do so. But just do it tomorrow. Don't do it right now because it'll be way cheaper tomorrow. Save yourself some money. Save yourself some good money. I'm talking about saving good money. Good money. Okay. Yes, I will make sure I post on all my social medias. I will make sure I post it many times. And then what was I going to say? If you guys are looking at the booking calendar and there's no dates or times that work for you, please send me a message. Send me a DM. Preferably on Facebook is easier for me to see it. My page on Facebook is It's Me Vanessa Duh. Just make sure that you actually go to mine because there's so many spam pages of mine. On my Linktree, which is posted on all my social medias, my Linktree is it has all my socials on it, my YouTube, my Facebook. I think I might have put my TikTok on there. I don't remember. And it has my booking calendar on there. But send me a DM on Facebook. Send me an email. It's me, Vanessa.gmail.com. Send me a smoke signal. I might not see your smoke signal, but I'll try. But yeah, I just want to make sure that no one's taken advantage of or anything like that. Wait for tomorrow for the discount. You're so welcome, Mary. You're so welcome. And then maybe once you get some, yeah, I'm gonna cut the waffle off like around December 3rd. I think that's more than fair. So if you guys want to get waffle entries in, you can get as many as you want. I will see it come through. I will write your name down on a piece of paper. I'll put it in a collective jar or bowl or just whatever. I did it last time. I wrote everyone's name out. I got everyone's entries in there, and we pulled somebody live, and it was really cool. So I've done that quite a few times. And then starting on Sunday, we'll have the opportunity for someone to win a free reading by just doing shares and stuff like that. And I'm going to do the same thing. Anytime you guys share and stuff like that, I'm going to go back through, and after the live is done, I'll write down everyone's name that's shared. You only have to share once. You don't have to share a million times. I just need to see that it's shared. And then if you guys like bring someone in and say, oh my God, Michelle, oh, I came here because of her, blah, blah, I'm going to give you an extra entry for something like that. So, and that's the free version that starts on Sunday. The waffle, if you want to get on the waffle, you can do it tonight. And I will make sure that I write everyone's name down and stuff like that. You can trust me, I promise. But other than that, I'm going to head off. I'm going to go wash my face and put my creams on while his clothes are fluffing. And I'm going to take my big old behind to bed because it is late here. It is 2:25 here. I'm going to be tired tomorrow. I was so tired today. I've been getting such broken sleep, and it sucks. Anyway, so I hope you guys all have a good night. Be kind to yourself. Take your vitamins. Drink your water. Get some sleep. Get some sleep for me in spirit because I'm not going to really get much. I love you guys all. I hope you guys all have a great Friday. Have a great beginning of your weekend. If you need me, send me a DM. If you have a question, send me a DM. And like I said, if you want to book your Black Friday readings, your Black Friday gift readings to give to someone else, wait for tomorrow because it's going to be way cheaper. Way, way, way cheaper. Save your money. Okay. All right. I love you guys all. Say goodbye to you guys on YouTube first. Good night, Tanya. Good night, May. Good night, Cheaty. Thank you, Cheaty. Cheaty, you are the wind beneath my wings. Did you ever know that you're my hero? I don't remember the song all that much. I just remember those two parts. All right, guys. Have a good night. Bye. Love you all. Bye.